צלינו על כתפינו, ראשינו עטורים, מקצות הארץ בנו הבאנו ביקורים. צלינו על כתפינו, ראשינו עטורים, מקצות הארץ בנו הבאנו ביקורים. מיהודה משומרון, מן העמק והגליל, פנו דרך לנו, ביקורים איתנו, אך בטוב, חלל וחליל, חג שמח מקיף עליי.
Yo, what's up? It's this or this. And we have Pyro in the chat. Hello, Pyro. Pyro is first. If you want a link, let me know. We're doing a stream to mark today's Jewish holiday of Shavuot, or as the Goyim say, Shavuos. This is the holiday that marks a few things. It marks the wheat in the Holy Land in Israel, and it marks the giving, the granting of the Torah, or how the Americans say Torah, which is our Old Testament. It's our testament. It's for you who is not Jewish, it's the Old Testament. For us, it's the Bible. To the Jewish people on Mount Sinai. So personally, I'm very happy to be having this this holiday, because you eat lots of cheese stuff. You eat lasagna. You eat blinches, which I will show you in a sec if I remember. You eat all kinds of cheese stuff, and it's really a really fun holiday that isn't about someone trying to kill us and not succeeding. It's about just getting the fucking OG, scripture, as Craig Sheet says, ready to read the book of Ruth. I won't go deep into what he means, but this is related to Shavuot. And Mookie, my friend, says, like to subscribe below. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mookie and Craig Sheet. It's good to see you here. I know you had criticism of me in the past, but I'm happy that we're able to see past our differences. Given that despite your certain comments in the past, I have never ever fell asleep during guard on duty during my service in the IDF. I have not been Gilad Shalit. I do not think Gilad Shalit is to blame. That, I mean, he is to blame, of course, but he is a human and he made a mistake, and we should let him live with whatever he has to live with. And I have an exclusive access to a new clip by the one, the only, Mookie, MC Mookie, my producer, of an amazing new clip that made me laugh quite hard, I must say. I will wait for a little more punters to join the stream before I premiere it myself. So tell your FICAD friends, please. Yes, Pyro, indeed, Israel forever. Israel forever or not at all. The world needs Israel. Without Israel, we are a light to the Gentiles. Ola Goim. I emit a light to you that brings a light to the entire world. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We are all humans, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Buddha, whatever. We are all humans. When I see you, M. Fizazi, good to see you. I see a human. I don't care who you are, what you are, your creed, your beliefs. As long as you are a human like me, then we are the brotherhood of man. My answer is 114270 because I own one and I sold it and I regret selling it. Because it's it's a 36. It's before they beefed up everything, made it 39 and then back to 36. It's from the early. Mine was from 2002, which was one of my best years in life so far. I was 16 back then. We are at 8 punters. We need 7 more, and we will premiere the exclusive Mookie clip, which I am uploading right now to the show. Please, we have 9 now. Okay, we have 9. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Just a second. Sorry. I smoke too much. I need to stop smoking now. Sadly. What will we do?
Man, maybe I am gay. Holy fuck.
No, I don't want to play that. Maybe that.
I'm writing dicks here. I'm writing dicks here. I'm writing dicks here.
Yeah, you already know how it is. Look at that.
Let's see a preview of my rap, which is releasing sometime in early June. Produced by Mookie, of course.
This is back. This is here. Y'all haters here. Fucking shit. Back in the gas. Fat cat. Not an Uzi. A big kid, Port Edner. Run DMC. Dropping rhymes like a modern over 2. No Russian? Stop that shit. From the bunk, I take a hit. Let's go left and right. Gonna bring back backward to the line of life. Woo! I'm the easy E-O-D-R-G verse, motherfucker.
Craig Sheet asked, where's Crappy? He was supposed to make an announcement today. Well, I don't have the GPS with Crappy's current location, indicating where he actually is. Is he sitting on a sofa or is he laying down on a bed? But I do hope that he will make his announcement, and hopefully it will be something like, listen guys, I decided to stay on YouTube because this told me I should stay on YouTube. That's a bad impression, I know, but I'm trying. Okay, we're getting more punters. I just don't know when to play the clip because I want people to see it. Guten Morgen aus Deutschland for my elitist ivory tower, says Jonathan Quayle Higgins the third. Not the second, not the first. The Dreite? How do you say in Jonathan? Dritte? We have a super chat. Oh my God. McLovin sends us 2.79 Californian dollar saying, "Heart this." McLovin, it's all back to you, my man. I always love seeing you on the streams. Wish I saw you more on the panels, but some of us aren't, you know, I don't know, built to be on the panels, and that's um, fine as well. Um, I'm dropping the link now, so you guys can join me and just talk watches or talk whatever. I would love to see Jonathan, to hear his soothing voice on the morning. Morgan, Morgan Freeman. um, yes, Der Dritte. I can tell you why I know that Jonathan, but I'd rather not because it's not a good connotation. But you can guess why I know. But it's Der Dritte. M. Fizazi asks, "This, do you like the older bracelet more?" I don't have any experience with the new one. I never tried on the new Explorer, so I cannot tell. But I love the old Explorer bracelet because I love something about the flimsiness of it. Because something about the new one, I mean, I don't know. I can't say anything about it, but I like the old one. I can say that. And we have a link for Doc's reports. He is, of course, welcome. If you're watching this, Lexter, you're more than welcome to join the stream and talk watches with me or talk whatever with me. What else do we have here in the chat? Oh, Absolute Bore. Regards from Tokyo. I didn't know you're from Tokyo. Are you just visiting there? Are you just visiting there? Or are you living there? Or if you want to share, of course. Oh my god! We have 80 Never Calling in the chat! Fake me dead! Hey man, it's all good. I'm just celebrating the Jewish holiday of Shavuot. And now we have you here, and the celebration can really begin. You know what I'm saying, dog? Wow. Love Mookie too. Of course, how can you not love Mookie? Mookie is my producer. Did I mention that? He produces my shit. Sorry, my rap. But I might go into other fields. I might do ballads and, like lollipop songs. So who knows? Mookie, stick around. Azul Bor, will you go visit Marcelo if you're in Tokyo? Well, probably not because you've been there before and you haven't. So I have a huge cup of shut the fuck up here, and that's my nephew when he was like 1 year old or less than that. That's from his kindergarten, and I'm drinking coffee from it. Mm. Gotta love morning coffee. We have 12 punters in the chat. 12, yet nobody is joining me on the stream. That is quite disappointing, yet I am ready to face this challenge. I am ready to summit this mountain and stream by myself. What else? Engelbert Humperdinck. I love Engelbert Humperdinck. I think everybody should listen to Engelbert Humperdinck. You know the song, Tell me cuando, Tell me cuando, and cuando we have JQA Jando. Hello, welcome.
Hey, morning, Diz. I just thought I'm hopping on to stop you from singing. How are you, my friend?
Wait, sorry. Jesus.
Can anyone call 911 in Israel, please? Be quick.
Okay. too much smoking.
Okay.
Oh my God, Patrick, Patrick,
Hello?
I can't hear
Hello?
you.
Hello there.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hello there.
we have the
hello.
wizard. We have the wizard.
Oh, is that what it says? I got to change that.
No, I
Wait,
Do you
we have
love
like
a
my
your
super
wizard?
chat.
wizard impersonation.
We
It's
have a
getting
super
better,
chat from
isn't it?
Eddie Never Calling.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Never Calling, thank you so much. $10. This is this. We love this. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. I
So
love you
funny.
too.
That's okay. Listen, I want you to wait. That's Deaf Wizard. That's the Deaf Wizard. How you guys doing? I was just on the phone negotiating with Crappy. No, I
Okay.
wasn't. We were just having a nice conversation, and he said, "Oh, I got to go. I got my announcement to make."
So what's the deal?
I don't know. He has a big announcement he's putting out. He said. I don't know how big it is, but he just said he promised he was doing it tonight, so he's going to do it. But I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Crappy. I didn't mean to hold you up from that." So here
No,
we
but
are.
how many millions did you offer for his channel?
The investors are getting worried. The investors are starting to believe he's not serious about leaving.
You know, the problem is always when the main figure is the moody character, that turns investors off.
And of course, then there's the legacy time, like how long will he stay on, and what's the real value of the channel? And if he just walks away, then there's no more Crappy.
Look, I'm on the record of saying, since he made the announcement that he's gonna leave, he's so much enjoying having those shows. I can't imagine that he really leaves, and I think he announced his departure several times, and then he skinned himself and came back with another identity. So I have a hard
Nope.
time to believe that he's
I
really
believe
going.
him this time. I believe him. I think Crappy is telling the truth, and I think he's really checking out this time. I think he's going to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, he sounded serious when I was talking to him. The problem is when he sounds serious, you never know if he's poking fun of you. But I've heard it from several people. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's in the chat. He's
Oh, Crappy is in the chat. Maybe he's gonna make his announcement in the chat today.
I know that when I called him to check in and just say hi, that he said he was working on it, and I feel bad that I may have held him up. But I know he was diligently working on it and just completed it. So I feel bad if it's delayed. It's my fault. Not because only because I distracted him.
So this.
Anyway, Higgy, why don't we talk about your fucking garbage, shitty watches? Do you have any watches you want to talk about? How many Breitlings do you have to talk about?
I have 0 Breitlings, but I'm
Yeah,
having
how come you have 0? Why do you have 0 Breitlings?
Never really had the occasion or the desire to buy one. Actually, there is one watch that I really want, but it's very hard to find. There is a Breitling Emergency with black titanium case, black PVD coated titanium case, and a white dial that was a limited edition. Maybe this can try to find a picture. I think there is only one picture on Google search.
The emergency. Like
Yes.
Squad
What type
51 in the 1970s, Squad 51 emergency. Here's the thing. The only emergency watch at Breitling is the emergency they're about to go bankrupt before someone saved them and they got the new CEO. And what could be worse than PVD titanium? I mean, think about that.
I have Actually, I have a PVD coated titanium watch, and at the moment it's at the manufacturer to be checked if that wear on the PVD coating is normal or not.
Yeah, I can imagine that argument. I was going to say, does it stay on better on titanium?
No.
It's worn.
It's still a coating. It's still a coating. So if you rub it off, it's rubbed off.
Is that the one?
That's the one, but with a white dial, and there is only one image on Google Images with a white dial, and that's
an emergency. All right, that looks like a watch that got in a fight with a compass. I mean, It's just such a garbage brand. And I did lose. Something tells me I shouldn't really speak much of Breitling right now, given Mookie's presence. But it's just garbage. It's garbage. Listen. Did you see the report that they just put out? The report of the Swiss watch market share. You saw that Breitling increased slightly with their new CEO, with their new colors, because they got creative and put color dials, learning from Zinn and Rolex and everybody. And so now they're up to 2.6% market share in the Swiss brands. 2.6. I mean, are they going to revive John Travolta and put him in a plane and aviation and the whole thing's it's just revive him into being the spokesperson again. I mean, David Beckham didn't. That's Tudor, but it's just really Breitling. Come on, man. Come on, man.
But I think financially they're doing well. I think they doubled their revenue.
It's a corporate-owned brand. It's a private equity brand. It's just
it's private equity. So they're milking
now
the shit out of the brand, and they're gonna sell it in 5 years' time for maybe 5 times or 10 times what they invested. That's how it goes.
That's true. Maybe they'll hit 3% market share. That'll be really a big winner.
Yeah.
Big winner at Breitling.
They were very proud behind Rolex and Patek. They are number 4 or something. That's what the CEO said. Well, the problem is it's Rolex and Patek.
Patrick, I have something for you. For you.
Is
you
it
want to say it,
or is it? Yeah, I do. But is it Breitling oriented?
Yes, it is.
This was my rant the other day, and Mookie clipped me. That's okay. Maybe. I think this might be good. I may want to be known as this. This may define me as a guest. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay, drum roll. That's what.
Patrick,
Tell us how you feel about Breitling, Mr. Patrick Philippe.
Just not a fan of them.
Do you like Breitling?
No. Breitling. No. Never. Never. It's garbage, Breitling. It's dog shit, fucking garbage. Fucking douchebags. Cult. Garbage fucking company. Shit. Fucking dog shit. Fucking garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's dog shit. Fucking garbage. Shit. Fucking dog shit. Breitling. What a stupid fucking name. Stupid fucking name, Breitling. Every fucking idiot gets a decent job making 40K is gonna go get a Breitling. Shit. Fucking dog shit, Breitling. Garbage fucking company. What a stupid fucking name. Shit. Fucking dog shit. What a stupid fucking name. Fucking Breitling.
I have a question for Patrick Philippe.
Oh, for God's sake.
What about this Daytona Tudor and Breitling called B01? Daytona.
Breitling. Breitling. Jesus. Breitling.
What about this Daytona?
Yes, more fucking garbage. Fucking Breitling talk. Just not a fan of the. Fucking got me upset with that Breitling talk.
And Mr. AD Never Calling, thank you as well for coming on the stream. We absolutely love you. Were you ever tempted to get the Breitling Corvette?
Jesus. Breitling. Fucking douchebags. Cult. What a stupid fucking name. Fucking garbage. Just dog shit. Fucking garbage.
I mean, statement like this, and you're surprised that your AD is never calling?
I can assure you, no AD's ever calling me. Except Richie. Well, I'm just not a fan of the brand. Maybe. I'm probably just not a fan of the brand. Nice job,
that
was good.
That is understandable. I only have 3 models that I really like from Breitling, and the rest is forgettable for me. Yeah.
Which? What? Go.
So I like the Navy timer, the historic one, but the true Navy timer. Now they're calling everything Navy timer. I like the Cosmonaut, which is very much related to it, and I like that
Cosmonaut. Cosmonaut. I mean, come on. the Breitling cosmonaut, the Breitling astronaut, the Breitling Colt with a big, fat, chunky, sloppy bezel. I mean, it's Invicta-esque.
Oh, come on! Let's not over-dramatize things. But I agree. Many of the people are not aware that the bezel is basically the entire unit with the crystal rotating, and it's almost impossible to keep that water resistant for a longer time.
It's a one-hit wonder with the Navitimer, but that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of brands are one-hit wonders.
Well, better a one-hit wonder than a no-hit wonder, I would say.
Nothing was worse
Yes.
than watching Clyde drool over his whatever that thing he got, the one with the limited Navitimer 1958 or whatever it was. Remember that watch? The Navitimer. Ugh, the reproduction. Ugh.
Did you read the interview with the new Bremont CEO yesterday?
I did not see that, but I did see Tim Masso wish him well. It was pretty funny. And we do wish him well in that endeavor. Like, good fucking luck, Bremont.
What was funny is how he worded the fact that the previous owners have been emasculated and basically shut out from the company. So there was the English brothers who were making a big fuss and with very questionable moves to when they called things in-house and manufacture, which was not. And apparently now the company has been taken over by investors, and the two founders have been pushed out from the company. Now they're ambassador and spokesperson. So the question was, in how far are the founders still in the company, and how much power do they have? And the wording
like
was
Steve Jobs. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and the wording was they're now traveling on behalf of Bremont and spreading their enthusiasm.
I see. Yeah, kind of like when Steve Jobs got knocked out of Apple. No,
Yeah,
really, you're still in charge. You own it, but you're not in charge.
Yeah, I doubt that they are owning it.
Okay.
What are you eating, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm eating a protein bar, just a little keto bar.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that's rude. I didn't mean to be doing that. But the Breitling.
We have a new guest. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have a new guest. Hello, Curly Luxury.
Hello, Diz. Hello. How are you doing, Jonathan?
Oh,
Claire?
Jesus.
Not
Patrick, you again.
Did he never call him Patrick? Does? Just looking over your proposal to buy my channel, and I was on the phone and just figured I'd come on here and wait till Diz stops his stream so I could start up my stream.
That's terrible.
What do you mean?
It doesn't sound like crappy at all.
What you want me to do? Show on lug nuts or something? I mean, what am I supposed to do, John? I mean, you've blown me out of the water here right away. Jesus, you're not even giving me a chance to ad lib there, Patrick. I mean, what are you going to treat me like Breitling?
God, Breitling. Hey, I just want to say that Justin Forge is in the chat. Hey, Justin. I also want to just say this, if I may, that Loose Tooth on Archie had a great super chat. That was a great super chat Loose Tooth had. Fantastic.
What was it? Share with us. What was it?
I don't remember what it was. I just remember thinking, wow, that was a really good one, Loose Tooth.
I think PVD coated watches are quite attractive, Jonathan.
Oh, fuck you.
Quite attractive. Is that on a strap or a bracelet there?
Are you getting the PRX coated with PVD?
Oh no, PR. I brought it back. It's a shitter. I don't buy shitters,
Did you get the full money back?
No. It got lost in the mail. FedEx. FedEx lost it. Yeah. I'm quite happy with my PRX. Yeah.
What is with these PRXs? Everyone likes this PRX. Luckily enough, there's certain things I don't like about watches that have saved me. Like I'll just never have a Breitling. I just never go down that road. I don't have a PRX because I can't stand integrated bracelets. I got problems. I got watch problems.
Beside myself in happiness that the docs report his channel, the strike. Paul Pluta lifted it. I'm so happy.
You
So happy about that.
you sound like you're in tears about that.
Not quite. Almost there. Yeah.
But Curly, I'll give you that. You made a very good comment yesterday on the topic, and it's true. Docs has nothing left when he doesn't have Archie Luxury. So Archie Luxury is basically the only person he really interacts with.
Oh, quite the contrary. Quite the contrary. He has his neighbors. He has the gophers, squirrels, lizards, frogs. He's got a new lanai canopy. He has a lot to look forward to. He has a full range of Roth IRA accounts and houses paid for. He does 480 sit-ups a week, and he's quite interesting.
And he can kick your ass.
Yeah. Nothing like being an internet tough guy, Jonathan. By the way, Jonathan. By the way, you have a healthy cat. That was a very well-fed cat. Very happy.
You think he's fat?
No, he's very well fed. I think he has found the perfect partner of love. Jonathan, how did the algae removal go this afternoon?
Well, you mentioned to use bleach, and we have here a kind of liquid which contains bleach, so it was quite okay.
Patrick, did you listen to the Crappie Luxury Extravaganza last night? The exchange between Spring Fart and Crappie about how society is degrading into an institute of almost like the Roman gladiators type of a thing, and people people who don't fit into society should actually be banished to the desert to live under a tent until.
I don't think he said that.
Contraire. It's amazing.
Well, that's a very interesting statement. That's what you have to say. You have to adopt. Well, that's a very interesting statement. It's very interesting. Hey, I do want to say to Pyro that at least when it comes to Squale, at least Squale is authentic in the shit that they make.
Perfect example of the degeneration of the youngsters today. There's Pyro right there. His whole life spent playing video games and living in the shadow of.
It's what we all say about the youth of today.
Yeah,
Pyro doesn't spend too much time gaming. I don't think Pyro's a good gamer.
He doesn't spend too much time sleeping either. Yes.
I called my son today.
Rap music.
I called my 21-year-old son today at 1:00 in the afternoon, and I woke him up. I said, "What the hell's the matter with you?" He's like,
"Let's see that sub, baby. You got it on." Yeah, Saram. Hey, but Archie thought that you were trolling us with that. I don't know why Archie finds it. Yeah, I thought you were trolling. He was like, I hope it's true. Why would you make something up like that? I mean, your childhood friend gave you this?
Yes, my childhood friend, Special K. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's very.
That's okay. Well, let's not talk about Special K. But tell me something. How did he present it to you? Was it a surprise? Did he do it on the down low? What did he do? Tell me.
He told me, "Hey, Amir, my name. I'm in Israel. Do you have some time to meet me?" I said, "Of course."
Oh, he just called you out of the blue?
Yeah, he didn't tell me he's coming to Israel. He lives in Manhattan. Now he told me, I'm here. I want to give you something for you. I have something for you. I know you're doing a little bad because I'm doing a little bad. And he just came here and gave me the box, and like, yeah. And I said, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" And he says, "Take it. It's yours." And I still can't understand what's happening. I still can't understand believe that I'm actually wearing a 41 mil sub.
Did you give him a kiss for that?
I gave him a chapcha. We say in Hebrew chapcha, like this, this, like a friendly pat, Yes, he's very well. He has done very well for himself because with the crypto and all, and he could allow himself. He bought it on the Diamond District, apparently, from some great dealer.
But that is incredible. Come on.
It is. I don't want to talk about it too much because I feel like I don't know. I don't bring it up. Just
Yeah.
I have a sub again. I'm happy.
When
so
was the
happy.
last time that you saw him since this time?
Actually, last year, May of last year, I saw him when he came to Israel. He came again in September, but we didn't get to meet. So he came again this time, and he just brought me the sub, and I'm flabbergasted.
What was your mom and dad's reaction? Were they surprised, excited? What? They couldn't understand it.
They couldn't understand it. They were like, my father told him like, "Are you fucked in the head? Like, what the hell?" Like,
oh, told him.
Yeah, but we knows him since we were 5, so it's okay to say that. But it's amazing. What can I say? I don't know. I feel.
Well, you know what you could say? You could say thank you, and you know what? Obviously, you left a long and lasting impression of him, and his success reminded him of his old friend in Israel. So that's pretty cool. That's very cool, very generous.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. So
you got it,
congratulations.
Jonathan. There you go.
Very good friend.
Thank you so much. Yeah, he's like my brother. Like friends that are like brothers are not something you find every day. And he's one, not because he gifted me a sub, because he has always been there for me, even when he's living in Manhattan. We talk all the time.
That's hilarious.
This guy gives you a Submariner. I feel shitty that I'm giving you just that bloody washer for your G&T master.
Hey, imagine if you weren't a watch enthusiast. You know what I mean? He probably did it because he knew it would touch your heart.
He bought it for his wife, and she didn't want it, and she's.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I earned for. Yeah, it's fucking.
That's awesome.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I can't. No, on a very serious note, I can't fathom. I can't really digest it, because I never received such a gift of such magnitude. But it happens, I guess.
You want to know how you could repay him?
How?
You got a lovely way of writing this. So what you should do is start from when you could first remember sharing a friendship with him, whatever age it was, what your memory tells you, and write him a nice long letter. And I'll bet you he'll appreciate that more than any material thing you could give him, because that's obviously why he did what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody like you, the value that you have is you. So that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. This. I was very happy to see that.
Yeah. Thank you, Curly.
Yeah, you could tell you could tell that the guy's a real good friend just by because I saw it this afternoon with the hat that he was wearing was even better.
Yeah. With the hat and the glasses, the sunglasses.
He's a watch guy too, huh? He's a watch guy.
Yeah, with a masquerade, I was not sure if he's gonna rob you or if he's really a friend of yours.
No, he's a real friend and he's a watch guy, but he doesn't know Archie. Like, he heard about him here and there, but he doesn't really know Archie. And he didn't want to go on the show. I had to really convince him, but I said, listen, this is ratings gold, And then he said, okay, let's go for a little while. So,
Patrick, are you there? Did the Lunesta kick in? Are you all right there?
No, I'm here. I'm here
Mookie,
for sure.
Mookie gave you a little taste of the Mookie verse. He gave you a drive-by clip.
I like it. I love it. What
you knew that was coming.
Patrick is still exhausted from his Breitling rant.
That was yesterday. I'm still trying to catch up.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, you started this morning again.
Yeah, they did ask me again, but what am I going to do? Listen, I don't know what to say. I'm glad I never owned one or never lost money on one. Oh, I'm lucky. You got to count your blessings. I never owned a Breitling. There you go.
Mister's also likes his pistachio one.
Oh, really? No, he doesn't. He
Really?
sold it. Yeah.
Did he really?
And he lost fucking half on it. There you go. I said it.
Now, what was it? Pistachio Navitimer, man. I remember when he showed that on the show, he was like beside himself.
Well, all I'm going to say is I helped him get a deal through the watch that he wanted through my guy. And I just.
So if Zoso sold it, it's written in stone. It's a shitter.
No, well, here's the worst part about it. He took a bath on it. He knew he was going to, but boy, it was ugly. And he threw it in there as part of the deal. I shouldn't be talking about this, but for the purposes of Breitling garbage, it was a 50% loss on that watch. So coming off that and seeing that pain and damage, which he was fine with, all I'm saying is that aggravated me. And the worst part is it's still on the site. It's still available. And now the guy can't sell it.
It's hard.
It's hard. What do you got?
Yeah, I agree with McLovin. That written letter is a very good idea, and that is what this should do.
Oh yeah, his memories are the most valuable thing that this has got. He's got a good way of expressing his memories.
Is this cooking coffee for the wife?
No, this has gotten some Coke Zero.
Ooh, the Coke Zero, yeah. By the way, it's still available on the website. So I begged my gray dealer to accept that watch as a trade. It was the final thing as part of the deal. And I said, dude, just please take it. It's brand new. It's a hot watch. Everyone loves that green Navitimer. You'll at least be able to sell it for this much.
So has Mr. Z shown his new acquisition on Archie's channel? He hasn't been around in a bit. He must be busy.
No, he hasn't. He is busy. But all I'm saying is, I begged my gray guy to take it, and it's still available. So he's in about 2 or 3 weeks. He's gonna call me up and say, "No, I'm eating on this watch." Because it's fucking Breitling. It's fucking dog shit garbage.
So it's not even in the. It's not even in the like. As far as luxury watches go, it's not even in the top 10, in your opinion.
Listen,
or
the money matters. Okay, so if Tag Heuer, right? It's not the worst garbage made on the planet. The point is, it's overpriced. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but I do have a problem with them charging $2,000 to $3,000 more than they're worth. Meaning, for what you get, right? In fact, a lot of them I like. It's just it's overpriced. Jonathan will back me up on this. It's like
so in other words, the depreciation goes a long way in what's a shitter and what's
depreciation. It's the price.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
The shit they're selling.
Now this
it's fucking Louis Vuitton. What do you expect?
You used to have one of these, right?
Yeah, I had it and I sold it and I got fucked up over it. It was not the exact same thing. It was a 40 and a pre-ceramic, but I really wanted one again, and I have one again now.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's all you need.
The hat? Where's the hat?
Which hat? Of course. Thanks for reminding me. I have the hat here. I have to wear the hat.
Fucking Patrick today. I can't believe that you took away the strike. you know you're gonna get straight for that the next time you go on.
Yeah, but do you remember when Saad did that to?
He did the same thing to fucking Higgy. He did the same thing to Higgy.
Yeah,
and then
when Saad apologized, he got all pissed. Don't you do it in the chat like a coward. You come on the show like a real man. And so all I was saying is that Doc should come on Archie's show and request the strike to be removed.
I think that was a very good point, actually.
It was pretty consistent, right, Jonathan?
Hence the hypocrisy, Patrick. Hence the hypocrisy, because he would.
Well, I just thought fair is fair. That's all I thought.
No, you're absolutely right. But like I said, hypocrisy doesn't have fairness. I used to like going on that guy's channel all the way up, and you know it, Higgy, because I played it all the way up until. I mean, he just ran like a little fucking coward. And you know what? I don't even think he's been back on Crappie's channel. When he fucking ran off of Crappie's channel, and Patrick just said Higgy said exactly the truth. It was the truth. He didn't say anything. He didn't say it in an insulting way.
What was
Coffee asked him a question, and Higgy answered it. That's all he did. And for that, he was guilty of this guy asking people in the chat to find out how Higgy makes his money because he needs to know. When he said that, I was like, fuck, this guy is a psycho.
I missed that, but I remember hearing about it.
I'm not exaggerating. Higgy, did he not do that?
Yeah, no. 100%. You're 100% right. And yesterday he said, yesterday he said, as long as people are polite in the chats, he's not banning. Well, I'm the perfect example that this is not true because you can say a lot about me, but I'm usually very polite. But don't get me wrong. My goal is not to come back. I was telling this yesterday that I think the strike is wrong because what he did was not enough to justify a strike, in my opinion. And I think he should have a way to voice his opinion, no matter how weird, creepy, lonely, sad, and whatever it is. I'm happy that he got unstroke or unstricken. What is the correct word?
Retracted strike.
Okay, so retracted strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe in that either. I mean, especially after first you give the guy a warning and then the guy takes down all the content, but then and then you strike him. I don't agree with that shit anyways. And I don't agree with the threats. And you know what? Maybe Doc's Report should remember that he threatened to strike myself and watch Nicholas if we kept doing gay talk in his word. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
What the fuck?
You could see how important this bloody channel is for him. So he's the true NPD. He's talking about the NPD spider net and everything like that. I think he's the main example for what he's talking about and what he's accusing Archie, because he needs that attention. He needs to be online and have those commenters who glorify him. So this channel is really important for him. I think he's gonna go dry just like a flower without water when this channel is gone.
Well, I don't spite him for that. Look, we all got reasons why we jump on these streams and stuff. It's selfish.
Do you think this is his reach into the outside world? Is that what you're thinking? This is only communication with outside of his own home, other than his neighbors?
What I also found funny is
Patrick, other than small talk, have you ever heard him tell one story of interacting with another person, a woman, a family member, anything? It's all small talk.
You think he has a friend since he's 5 years old? Just like this house?
Oh. Ouch.
I hope he does.
He doesn't.
I like him.
I wish him all the best, truly. I hope he's good and healthy and happy. That's what I can say about Doc's Report.
Hey, listen, he makes the best with what he's got. His channel's an important part of it. So I good on Archie for being taking the high ground. That's all. I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in strikes and all that stuff.
I think the thing is, I respect him because he's so different. Like I'm so disorganized. For a guy who can lay out his gym clothes for the next 5 days, I mean, that's impressive. Like it's very.
Yeah, but Patrick,
he knows what shoes he's wearing.
What else has he got to do?
No, but it doesn't matter. I wish I could be more like that, like 2% more like that. But I mean, it's very interesting to learn about an individual that is like that, because it's interesting. But I wouldn't want to be 100% like that. But I wish I could be more like that.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Get rid of your wife, get rid of your kids, get rid of your business, and then obsess on what on being organized. There you go. How hard is it? It's kind of hard to do that when you got a wife and kids and a business and you cut your grass and you maintain. It's really hard. It's really hard to comprehend that. When you put it in perspective, if you're obsessed with something yourself, if you're obsessed with yourself and you have no outside responsibilities, the guy talked about getting a dog. I was seriously telling him. He talked about getting a dog like raising a kid. Do you know how obtuse you have to be to compare raising a child to raising a fucking dog?
Well, but he was trying to take the commitment seriously. He just didn't relate it because he doesn't have kids, real kids like humans. But that would be a well cared for dog, I'm sure. He's more of a cat guy, I think. A yellow cat in a yellow house with yellow bedspread.
Can you imagine living such a life full of rules and rituals? It starts in the morning. The first thing is he's pounding water into his body, and it ends probably.
Pushing. That's funny.
Yeah, and it ends probably by ritually unwrapping that bedspread, and I said it. Imagine that he finds a woman. I'm pretty sure he hands her over a manual how to behave in his house that is full of rules. So if you turn on the faucet, please use your right hand and get the towel ready on the left hand.
Here's a guy I haven't seen in a while. Ozzy Expat.
Ozzy, that's a great comment. Ozzy
always puts his scope, his crosshairs right on what's the fucking real deal. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ozzy.
Yeah, and it's to the point where I think when you befriend him and you start talking to him, I would imagine he starts pushing you away because he doesn't want to be too close with anybody. So that's what I'm getting out of that comment there. You kind of get dismissive if you start connecting too much, if that's possible. What do I know? Hey, listen, I appreciate all people, strange or not. You know, I'm amazed. I love Jonathan that he speaks English so well. It's so impressive to me because I barely speak English. It's incredible. The fucking guy speaks 2 languages.
You know what's amazing, Patrick? You know what's amazing is that you can make Mike the Snake turn his camera off and go take a fucking walk to go get scratch tickets. But somehow or another, you got a place in your heart for fucking Doc's Report and fucking crappie.
Well, you know, Patrick, I take that as an offense. The only positive thing that you can talk about me is he's talking English.
No, I'm impressed with how. I mean, I can't even express myself in English when I get stressed out or I'm anxious. Or I'm trying to get the point out, but you are just so well spoken. It's very impressive to me. Very impressive, and I know how difficult. I've been told how difficult English is, and I kind of.
It's the German accent makes him sound smarter than he really is.
Yeah, but he does never stumble for the right. He never says, "How do you say?" Like
I stumble all the time. What are you talking about?
You have a better command of the English language than most English-speaking people do. Maybe you stutter in German only. You don't stutter in English.
You know, I'm not since 2.5 years in that YouTube space, and I'm still fucking nervous, and I'm always trying to not to say something wrong and things like that. So
nervous about what? Nervous about what?
I don't think about it.
I'm always nervous of fucking things up, and I genuinely don't want to ruin other people's channel. And I don't want to come over like a dick. I do.
This guy's great. Higgy's awesome.
Higgins, you're hilarious.
Hey, look who we have here. Ozzy Expat.
Hey, there he is.
There he is. Long time no see, man. Where you been?
Yeah, man.
Just life, man.
YouTube
isn't my life.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
But you're still living in the same house.
What the fuck does that mean? YouTube isn't your life? What?
It just isn't. Like
right away, he comes on and he fucking cracks on us. The hell,
are you cracking on you? You're just asking where I've been. I've been around. I've been having fun. It's things are in order, sort of. Apart from
he's got young kids.
Welding over there.
Day changes day to day with young kids.
Ozzy got a new Breitling.
No, we didn't. That guy would never own a Breitling. Never.
A Breitling.
I don't know it to be true, but no way, never.
I'm an Archie disciple, so it's a Rolex all the way.
I don't remember Archie ever slamming Breitling.
No.
Other than most brands he hates, all brands, but Did you hear Mookie's chop up of me on my Breitling rant? Did you hear it?
Someone needs to
Ozzy?
link it. Someone needs to link it. No.
Oh no, I have it right here. You wanna hear it again, Patrick?
Oh, sure. I mean, if everyone else minds.
Okay, drum roll. Here we go.
Tell us how you feel about Breitling, Mr. Patrick Philippe.
Just not a fan of the.
Do you like Breitling?
No. Breitling. No, never. Never. It's garbage, Breitling. It's dog shit, fucking garbage. Fucking douchebags. Cult. Garbage fucking company. Shit. Fucking dog shit. Fucking garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's dog shit. Fucking garbage. Shit. Fucking dog shit. Breitling. What a stupid fucking name. Stupid fucking name, Breitling. Every fucking idiot gets a decent job making 40K is gonna go get a Breitling. Shit. Fucking dog shit, Breitling. Garbage fucking company. What a stupid fucking name. Shit. Fucking dog shit. What a stupid fucking name. Fucking Breitling.
I have a question for Patrick Philippe.
Oh, for God's sake.
What about this Daytona Tudor and Breitling hat called B01? Daytona.
Breitling.
Daytona.
Breitling. Jesus. Breitling.
What about this Daytona?
Yes, more fucking garbage. Fucking Breitling talk. Just not a fan of the. Fucking got me upset with that Breitling talk.
And Mr. AD Never Calling, thank you as well for coming on the stream. We absolutely love you. Were you ever tempted to get the Breitling Corvette?
Jesus. Breitling. Fucking douchebags. Cult. What a stupid fucking name. Fucking garbage. It's dog shit. Fucking garbage.
Oh man, that's awesome.
You know what's hilarious?
I love
It's the
passion.
first time that Mr. Valjoux has been on the fucking Archie.
I couldn't believe it.
and he enters the Mookie verse. Hey Mookie, here's the challenge for 2023. Let's see a clip. Let's see you do a clip on Ozzy X-Pac, fucko.
It won't be that interesting. You're gonna have to pull up some of the old stuff where I'm with Narc and he's goading into saying things that are very incriminating.
Oh, you did some good. Yeah, that was some good. What was it? The butt scanning. That was pretty good. The rectal scan. There you go. Rectal scan.
That video clearly demonstrates my tremendous command of the English language. Yeah,
I'm not on the streams very often, but I have ended up inadvertently causing some memes, whether it's butt scanning, air fryer talk. I don't know. You know what the best is? Krispy Kremes.
Ozzy, you know what the best is when you seem to come on when there's like an explosion of conflict going on, and the looks. I just like playing. I used to like playing the clips back with the looks on your face. You were like, you had totally no idea what the fuck was going on. He would be in the worst situation. He jumped on one night when me and Angelic went at it. You had to see the looks on his face. Like he stayed on the whole time.
Is there a bomb going off?
He's sitting there bouncing his daughter up and down on his lap, and me and Angelica just swearing at each other. Fucking volume 11.
Which is normal.
You add a lot of level. I can't even say the word levity.
Levity, yeah.
Levity. There you go. You add a lot of levity and calmness.
Calmness, yeah.
I haven't been following anything about Docs. It sounds like there's some conflict over there, but I stopped listening to him for a long time ago because I think what AD Never Calling you pointed it out. Like he gets very dismissive. I feel it's like a coping mechanism. Like when he thinks he's getting along with someone, he has to just sort of change the subject into something that he can't get along with you on. You know what I mean? But that's why I think all the spiritual talk came on, because not many people can follow him down that road. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
Is somebody actually taking a piss?
It's not me.
I'm washing blueberries and raspberries.
You're washing your blueberries? What, in a boudet?
Is that goat for your balls?
No, kitchen sink, sorry. Well, if that's the sound, it's not running now. That Breitling talk made me hungry for berries.
Yeah, Ozzy, I think he's got a little bit of emotional issues. Like that's his default is to always put that wedge in there when people. Whatever. Hey, listen, none of us are normal.
I mean, he was dismissive of actually nice people. You know what I mean? So that's what I started getting like. I started like clicking. It's not just me. He's sort of like even people who are genuinely nice, who got no one should have anything against. He starts dismissing them and stuff like that. I don't hate him. I just won't watch anymore. Like it's just not.
So Ozzy, have you bought any Archie luxury merch yet? Have you bought any Archie luxury merch yet? Shirt, phone case, hat, coffee cup.
I've been out. I haven't been following anything.
Is the phone case? For
I just
an
talk
iPhone
to Dis
7?
all the time. That's all I do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we do talk about it.
The Discord's a lot of fun, guys. Got to get in there.
Thank you so much. I have a Discord, by the way, Carolee and Patrick. If you want to, we lost Patrick. Shit.
Yeah, it's just 24/7, just ribbing on each other's purchases, questioning each other's sexuality, rapping.
I'll post the link. Thanks for reminding me.
Are you? What's your Discord called? Are you linked in Watch Nicholas's Discord? Are you one of the?
Lord, I'm just posting it in the chat now.
We got to turn.
Lord
this
is
into,
on. Lord is here.
Cornstar Watch Talk. This might not be Lord. If you didn't see him on camera, I wouldn't.
It's him. It's you.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, just
how can
Oh
you
yeah, that's his voice.
beautiful
That's his voice.
with someone else? Come on.
This is 100% an AI generated Lord.
Are you a real man? Come on.
Oh, I bought some
Audrey,
movies,
I
Dis.
thought you were
I'm gonna
real
come
man.
back. I'll come back. I bought some movies.
Where are you going, man?
I'll be right back.
Where you from, man? Scarface.
5 seconds.
Hey, Lord, look, I can do a nice green screen. Just a second.
Let's
Look
see.
what green screen I have.
You
will
have
like
green, you have green room as
Hey,
your
what happened? We lost Jonathan too.
Say hello to my little friend.
It's beautiful. How are you, Curly?
I can't complain, Lord. How's it going?
Good, man.
Are you in the east or are you in the west?
I'm permanently in the west. I was just visiting the east. I wish.
Oh,
yeah, I will move back there at some point.
it would be nice. You do the winters in the west and summers in the east. You got the best of both worlds.
Oh well, super chat now. That's
There you go. Yeah.
And money now, so
Yep.
I can live my best life.
Hi. Lord, have you... what's my question to you? Wait.
Question? You don't have a good... Show him the watch.
Did you see the watch that I got?
I just stepped into the house and saw you were online, so I wanted to join the stream. No, show me.
Okay. So I got a new watch. Look at the watch. That's a 41 millimeter sub. The 112.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I got it as a gift from a friend who is very well to do, and I just can't get it to focus for some reason.
Amazing. Get rid of the green screen, man. I mean, Tony is cool, but I want to see the watch.
Yeah. Okay. No, it doesn't focus. Why doesn't it focus?
Wear it in good health, man. Congratulations. Hak Sameach.
Thank you so much. Hak Sameach. Thank you so much.
Well, what the fuck?
Lord and I, young Brenda and I, are celebrating Shavuot today. It's a Jewish holiday that is not about somebody killing us, but actually about us receiving the Torah. So, yeah.
Well, now you know receiving the divine message does come with certain burdens, so you might as well get killed.
Jesus Christ!
What did I see there?
I was just going to ask you what food goes along with Shavuot.
Shavuot.
Shavuot. What is there a food that's?
It literally means weeks. It comes about 50 days after Passover. I mean, it depends. It depends. I'm sure. This being Ashkenazi eats something else. I eat something else. Look. If you don't know what to give us, just give us a tub of hummus. You'll be fine.
Yeah. No, Charlie, we eat a lot of cheese stuff like lasagna, which is from your neck of the woods, I believe. Blinches, which is something like Eastern European, stuff like that. Ozzy, you didn't see the sub?
Yeah, what the fuck have you got there? What the fuck have
I've
you
got
got?
I've got a new sub.
What the fuck?
I got gifted a new sub by my friend who is a crypto millionaire. I have to. I can't like say it otherwise.
Let's see it again. What the fuck? What
Wait,
the
but how do I make
fuck?
it focus? How do I make it focus?
With luck.
Put your hand behind it.
I can't see the 6 o'clock. Is
Go,
this 11 series or 12 series?
12. It's the 41.
Fucking son of a bitch. That's a one and done, Dis. That's the one and done.
I know it is. It's
maybe you could send it to Jonathan so he could modify it and shave off the crown guards.
It feels amazing on the wrist. It says such heft. Wow, like more than the ceramic.
And then the glide lock, it's always in the
the glide lock.
It's incredible.
Why? It's so like exactly how I like it. You know, like a little loose.
I like
exactly
it. I like seeing a little bit of daylight under the clasp. Like I can
exactly.
Yeah, I love that. That's a one and done. I mean, if I had to whittle down to one, it would be a sub. I picked the Hulk, but it's just from a emotional perspective for me. Like the black is the way to go. Always is. That was my first one.
Yeah. What do you think about the 41 though? The 41 mil.
I think it's just better. I mean, I posted an article on my Discord, which was really good, covering that the 31 movement's probably better than the 32 long term, but you can go either way, honestly. Like I think the 11 series is really nice in that it sort of looks a little funny, a little awkward, a little bit too big in certain places, but that sort of goes well with the character of, say, the green one, the Hulk. Sort of, it looks a little just slightly out there. The 12 series looks perfect. What I can say though is that first link after the end links is that's the only criticism. It's perfect in every way except that first link after the end link. It's pretty big. Like, take a look at it. That first link, that chunk of metal, is actually pretty big.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
doesn't bother me.
It's not an issue, but it's like it's a pretty sizable piece of metal.
Wait, I still hear you. I'm just getting a book so I can show you the book.
Way to ruin the guy's new watch, Oz. Good job.
It took me a year and a half to find that flaw.
Just this.
So he gets to know it from day.
Don't start taking it apart like the other one and lose springs and stuff. Just leave that one alone, just the way it is. No.
Oh, of course. I'm not
bezel
touching
swapping, no spring lossing.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible.
There you go. It's focused now. It's focused.
So you got this today? When did you get this?
Yesterday for me, today for you, I believe.
This guy's a sicko. This guy's a sicko.
Listen, this guy bought it for his wife.
Giving
people
subs.
His wife. She didn't want it. She didn't want it, and just like he gave it to me because he knew I'm in dire straits. So, and I wanted a sub. So
no, that's what I'm saying. He's a sicko. He's an enabler.
Yeah, for real.
Enabler. He's a sicko.
For real.
Complete.
He's an enabler.
Complete sicko.
By the way, this is the book. Do you know this book?
No, I've never. No.
I have it. I never read it.
I know it.
You do?
Interesting.
Yeah, read it. You'll have a lot. Hey, read it. Maybe you'll be a little less of a peacemaker. more of a troublemaker.
That's good. So, Curly, how are you enjoying your PRX?
I haven't had it on in a week and a half. I actually
Curly got a watch.
yeah, I've been wearing it with the leather strap. I like it better with the leather strap than that bracelet.
Wow. Was it the fit? What do you like about the strap?
No, I just like the way it looks. I mean, for what I wear, you know, I just wear it as really like a dress watch.
Hey, do we want to do a segment?
Sure.
Do a segment? Movie
Yeah,
segment?
video,
So
movies.
I've got 6 videos, 6 movies. I think what we should do is I'll show it, and we all got to shout out of 10 how much they love this movie.
All right.
How much they want to see it again. Just out of 10. I don't care what you think the out of 10 is. Let's go full panel. Okay. All right. Here we go.
What do we want?
Talladega Nights.
9.5 for me.
Yeah.
Shake
This
Mike.
guy.
We love Jesus.
This guy. These are the
Jesus.
3 best comedic actors of all time. For real.
I never watched it.
Oh, it's incredible.
Me neither.
Really? With Sacha Baron Cohen? You guys haven't seen it? I'm being racist by implying that.
Very good. Very good.
Okay,
No,
to
that's-
me, this is 9.5 as well. I mean, I like Step Brothers too, but that's pretty good. How about this one? Edward Norton, Edward Furlong, American History X. I've never seen this one.
6.
6?
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give
Curly,
that
you
one
seen
an
this one?
8.5. Yeah, oh yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
This one's pretty serious movie.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. Yeah. I mean, the end of it is kind of whacked, but
Yeah. I remember seeing like it on TV. I'm like, I'm not allowed to watch that because I was too young.
if you lived in the well, if you're my age, you could understand a lot that's in that movie as far as when people kept in their own neighborhoods and stuff that
Interesting.
happens. Yeah. The subtle.
So for context, I just purchased these, by the way. I'm not just pulling up random movies for fun. It's like, this is unboxing.
It's a violent movie if you like
I like
violence.
Edward Norton.
Oh, the curb thing.
I love
The curb
Edward
thing.
Norton. Yeah. Okay, the label's covering it, but this is Alexander, but revisited Final Cut, Oliver Stone. This is like Oliver Stone's dream ultimate movie, and he completely fucked it up. So I'm looking forward to seeing his final
Can't
cut.
comment on that. Didn't see that one.
Oh, really? You guys never seen Alexander?
Yeah, never seen it.
Yep.
It's good. But we know who Alexander the Great is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
And
I still
Oliver
can't
Stone.
believe CDs. I mean, cost $3.99. DVDs still cost $3.99.
Well, there's Blu-ray. There's Blu-ray. Okay.
Oh no shit.
District 9, Neil Blomkamp.
8.
Yeah, it's good.
Never saw it.
I've never seen it.
6.
So I decided to pick it
Oh,
up.
it's really good, man. It's really good. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
really good. Yeah.
I watched it with my date back in 2009, so I'm fond of it.
What is it about? What is it about?
Do you want me to tell
Basically
you?
a sci-fi South Africa, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
sort of about apartheid
like-
and
Oh.
stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Like high tech control
Well,
of human.
No, it's more
People?
about like having a division in society, you know,
Oh.
between the aliens and the humans.
Oh, kind of like the Archieverse.
Yes. You have all of the Breitling owners, and then you have the real people with the Rolexes.
Forbidden says District 9 is a 10.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Forbidden Colossus is clearly a reference to the books or movie. I've got to see that movie, Colossus, the Forbidden Project, or Forbin, the Colossus Project, or something. All right. Original X-Men, Hugh Jackman, the first movie. Bryan Singer, director. They weren't wearing their
Didn't see
stupid
that
yellow
one.
costumes.
8.
You haven't seen the original X-Men?
No, I haven't seen any of the X-Men. That's the guy with the knives that shoot out of his knuckles.
Oh, absolutely. In which case, X-Men 2 is going to be completely over your heads.
Yeah.
No.
8.
All right, that's it.
That's it?
I like
That's it?
X-Men. I like superhero shit,
Yeah.
comics shit. I love them all.
Yeah. I thought about buying all of the X-Men's in sort of like a package, and then I decided, you know what? Actually, a lot of the movies just really suck. Like, I do not want to touch X-Men Last Stand. I don't want X-Men Apocalypse. I don't want
I haven't
the
watched
X-Men
those.
Wolverine Origins.
Wolverine Origins was a little bit too sappy for my liking, I have to say. But, you know, there was at least a plot, which is something you can't say about a lot of the, you know, comic book based movies these days.
We have a chat from Tanzil, who is currently in London, I believe.
No, he says Bath.
Today,
Oh wait, sorry.
today in Bath, UK, to see the Roman baths where Mike the Snake's ancestor Julius Caesar would come get a massage and enjoy some fine English saunas.
Bath is a lovely city.
Just so you guys know, I mean, in those baths, the happy endings were given by fellow men. So, you know, just a
Oh
note.
shit,
Just a
man!
note out there. don't don't fantasize about getting a massage in a Roman bath.
So no problems with hand strength and grip.
Oh man!
I'm gonna bid you guys. Hey, it was nice to see. Tanzil drop a chat. I'm gonna bid you guys a farewell and a good night.
Good to talk to you.
Diz, congratulations on your watch. It was so good to see Ozzy and Lord again. Take care, guys.
Likewise.
Goodbye, Curry. Great to have you.
But Oz, I mean, speaking of creating memes, man, you're a natural. You're not like that on my channel. Why not?
Your channel is your channel, right? The only time we can hijack it and start talking about wacky stuff is when Meech comes on and I'm on. Then we can start. And then for some reason, the professor says he likes that. I have no idea.
Hey,
so I don't think you can get a hard on in a sauna. That doesn't, like something about, you know, releasing all of that blood into the extremities of your body will not, you know, help fuel the blood into the other extremity that you need to operate.
Ozzy, you always surprise me with, as I usually say, your analytical mind. Clearly, you have actually given this thought.
Oh, sorry. I'll be right back.
Why can't I get hard in a sauna? What are we
Yes,
talking
what's up?
You were bringing something up before we cut you off.
Oh no, I just wanted to say, if you guys want to talk about movies, like the fact that Lord hasn't watched Starship Troopers, which is quite flabbergasting to me.
What? How many other Paul Verhoeven movies have you failed to watch? Have you seen Basic Instinct?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. That one holds up.
Possibly the only one that I've watched. Now I was pulling up something to see. Oh, of course. When I was a kid, I watched RoboCop. What else?
Total Recall.
Total Recall, of course. Any
Total
movie
Recall.
Any movie with Schwarzenegger, of course I watched.
Total Recall is incredible. Like, that's written so well. Like the pre-production of that movie is just a story of a movie just changing hands a billion times, being rewritten again and again and again, to the point where there's no real. It's such a beautiful script. Total Recall. Like it's very far removed from the Philip K. Dick short story, but like it's just such a perfect script that such an action movie could have concepts that are so, you know, relatively complex and not have huge plot holes, unlike, say, Minority Report.
So Starship Troopers is a must-see movie. It's from 1997. It's about species of aliens who are actually like some kind of arachnid. That's what you say? Arachnid bugs. Arachnid bugs. Yeah. Who are just murder people, and you have the Starship Troopers who go and kick their butts, and you know it sounds like stupid, but it is stupid, but it's so fun and gory and kitschy, you know.
I've been trying to get a hold of Spetters, or I don't know how you say that correctly. So that's one of Paul Verhoeven's earlier films, and it's like extremely irreverent. I'd love to see it. Like the trailer's hilarious, but you know, it's kind of hard to get things on Blu-ray, like obscure stuff. Yeah. And God help you try to get that on streaming. It's impossible. So I'm just scouring eBay now for these rarer movies.
Wait, what is Spatterverse? It's a sci-fi movie?
It's about a bikie gang, I think, and it's just like detestable. It's like casual sex and violence and, you know, just silly Paul Verhoeven stuff, you know.
You know, Lord and I have the show we do about movies on his channel. Have you watched the one about Scarface?
Yes, yeah. The one Scarface I did follow. You guys are really into that. I mean, I thought I was into Scarface, but yeah.
Well, hopefully we will surprise you in the same way with Pulp Fiction as well. Whenever
I'm not a big fan of Tarantino, actually.
no,
I love his script writing, so his dialogue is on top. But
Yeah.
anything actually, where he's the director, I think it's sort of mixed product.
what about it? The what do you not like about his movies?
I think he's got ADHD or something. Basically, he writes and focuses on making the scene as good as it possibly could be, making it as cool as it can be. It's like a very, very cool. Not really heartfelt, in my opinion, just cool. Sort of like Jet Li's acting style, just everything's cool. So every scene individually is super, super cool. But if you take a step back and look at it in the context of a movie, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like the characters' motivations and from one scene to the next, or like, for example, the honor code in Kill Bill. In one scene, like the starting scene, they're gonna like assassinate her while she's in a coma. That's low, that's really low. And then like 15 minutes later, there's a scene where they won't continue attacking each other because there's a child present in the room. Mm-hmm. So they're honorable enough not to kill each other in their sleep, but not honorable enough to not kill each other in their sleep, but honorable enough not to have a kid witness what they do. It's like it doesn't make any sense. But individually, you can see it's like, oh, this scene would be cooler if they stopped because a kid was there. Oh, this scene would be cool because they're so ruthless that they'll just kill each other in a coma.
No, what do you think about? Sorry, Lord, go ahead.
No, I actually get what you mean.
Yeah, like any individual scene, like just watch Tarantino, like any movie, and just watch a scene. It's friggin' the best. Especially when there's a lot of dialogue and they're just bantering and stuff like that. It's the best. Like that in Reservoir Dogs when they're talking about tipping and stuff like that. It's fucking nothing, but it's the best.
I think, the thing is, if you like it, the way he plays with time, I think has a lot to do with that, right? Because he is, like you said, perhaps overdoing the scenes so they work discreetly in their own little quotidian world that they create.
Yeah.
And that might make it all the more choppy, to move back and forth between different scenes and different temporalities, really, in a certain sense. Mm-hmm. I get that. And it,
yeah.
I mean, again,
I can live with the scenes having that sort of like, it's almost like a sketch comedy, you just go into one thing, go into the next thing.
It's
whatever.
very italicized, it's like everything is underlined in a way.
Yeah. But when I can't take it is when characters are wildly shifting, how they behave and what motivates them and what their values are. Like, I can't tolerate characters changing that much. Although Pulp Fiction probably has the least amount of that, so it's probably a good example. Because it's sort of like structurally, it's meant to be disjoint, right?
That's right. And I think, in that sense, the characters are pretty reliably who they are from the beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm. Ozzy, what do you think of Jackie Brown? That's my favorite Tarantino flick.
It's been a long time since I've watched that. I'm sorry, I can't contribute on that one. I love the trailer. I remember the trailer so much as a kid.
What was in the trailer? I don't remember. What was in the trailer?
It was mostly an ad for guns. And I love guns. And it was like AK-47 when you absolutely positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room.
Yeah. That's That yeah. I mean, it's amazing. You have a scene where Robert De Niro and Samuel L. Jackson sit on a couch and watch that video, and you have the daughter of Bridget Fonda. What's her name? Cynthia. I don't know her name, but she's also in the scene. It's such a wholesome scene. The entire film, Robert Forster and Pam Grier, they have a love story there, and it's such a beautiful love story. And for me, it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Showgirls, Paul Verhoeven?
I haven't actually. Is it good?
No, it's renowned for being one of the worst films of all time. But it's Paul Verhoeven, and it's sort of like, why did you do this? Like, you were just given too much money, I guess. It's got redeeming qualities. Like, it came after Basic Instinct. Like, they went way too overboard on the amount of nudity that's in there for sure. But I actually do like Naomi. Like, as a character, she's awesome. And the fact that it's at Vegas is just really cool. Like the parts of the strip that they show are, Caesar's Palace, which is that's where I go most.
I kind of miss, speaking of which, I kind of miss the old Aussie expat intro, with those glamorous scenes from Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
What happened to that?
I've still got that lying around. I might throw that in there now that you mention that. So Showgirls has some of the best quotes of all time. Hold on, I'll try. I don't want to completely mess it up, but it's like. So leave a big tip. Let's see.
You know that Curly, when he went to watch The Exorcist in the 70s, I believe. You know that part where she twisted her head like 360, and Curly was laughing his ass off. Like everyone were like terrified, and Kelly was laughing. It says it's the greatest comedy ever. So that's interesting.
The origin story of Curly, the supervillain.
That's good. Yeah, Brando, we need to do that. I mean, it's me who's delaying it, I know, but I really want to do it soon.
We can do it this weekend if you like. If your Sunday morning is still good.
It is.
That works for me.
Let's do it. We'll talk about it on other outside, but we'll do it. We'll do it.
For sure. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, Ozzy, have you watched the Michael Mann film from 1983 named The Keep?
No, I've not seen The Keep. I've seen everything of his, starting with Manhunter, but not The Keep.
Manhunter is amazing, by the way. It's better than Silence of the Lambs in my book.
Silence of the Lambs are very special to me. So
sorry.
I watched that literally 3 weeks ago. Manhunt is really, really good. It follows along the same sorts of things that you have in Silence of the Lambs as well, where you're not necessarily following around the creepy gay serial killer, like in the sequels, basically. Where Hannibal Lecter's like a side character that is just above everyone else. It's super cool.
I think to me that's the cool thing about Silence of the Lambs, that Hannibal Lecter is such a well-written character that it has been spun off to so many things, even beyond the original novels. I mean, the TV series was amazing too,
Incredible.
with Matt Nicholson as Dr. Lecter. I mean, it was great. Oh,
Yeah,
Patrick,
absolutely incredible, the TV series. If you really want more Silence of the Lambs, the Hannibal, the TV series, is just incredible. I felt Silence of the Lambs was really interesting because I talked to someone about it, and they didn't really get it. They're quite a lot younger, and honestly, one of the problems is a lot of the things that were innovative in Silence of the Lambs has now been repeated ad nauseum in other movies that are cheaper. You know what I mean? So So a lot of the things that were innovative back then, like they've been done to death at this point. But one of the things that I think is hard for modern audiences of Silence of the Lambs is that it's not actually like a murder mystery or a whodunit or a horror film either. Because normally in a horror film, it's almost like a modern whodunit. But throughout the entire movie, Hannibal Lecter knows exactly who Buffalo Bill is. And you know he knows. And you know he's getting out. Like right from the beginning. It's like, you're not going to be able to keep this guy in here. Oh, that's right. So the quote from Showgirls, "Nice dress. Thanks. It's Versace."
Patrick? Do we have Patrick here? No?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can't see the...
Hey, Ozzy, you know there's that movie from the 70s about some kid, like a teenager, who has like a van, and he has in the back of his van, he has like a big bed where he gets girls and sleeps with them. You know that movie?
Sounds like an Elvis movie, like 5 of them. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, it was something. I actually watched it when I was 16 or something. It's actually a good movie. It's got like 7 on IMDb, what I remember. Yeah. IMDb, guy who sleeps with girls in his van.
So what's good about having a Blu-ray collections, that's how I watch all of my movies these days, is I record them so that I can actually find what the hell I own and don't own, so I'm not buying duplicates all the time. And I actually record when I last saw them so that I can easily filter out, you know, what things I should be trying to look at in terms of movie tonight. And so far this year I've watched maybe 30 movies, jeez.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What's up?
It's working. Okay, sorry, it wasn't working.
Welcome back, man.
Thank you, young Brandio. Get it?
No, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you guys watch The Whale? That one, new one of Brendan
No.
Fraser?
No, I want to. It should be good, right?
Yeah, it's not very good.
Did he gain that much weight, or did he gain a lot of weight and have a fat suit?
It was probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
It was probably a bit of both. Definitely from Aronofsky, just rewatch The Wrestler. The Wrestler's way better.
Mm.
The Wrestler's incredible.
I see.
So much about life in that one. You know, sometimes everything around you and everything you do just sucks, but maybe you've just got that one thing that's actually good. It's okay to lean into it.
My drums. That's my drums.
Ah.
That's all I do well. Did you see the Foo Fighters got their new drummer?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's Dave.
Josh.
Dave Grohl's band, yeah.
Yep.
But he's not the drummer in that band. This.
Ah, right. Okay, he's the singer. He's the vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Foos,
Yeah.
but their drummer died, and they got their new drummer. They announced it today.
Oh, he died. Shit.
Yeah, Taylor Hawkins.
I don't know. I don't listen to them really, but I like them because I like Motorhead. And what's their best song, in your opinion?
Oh my God, so many. I guess I'd have to say Never Long.
Yeah,
that most people would know.
Wasn't it Everlong?
Everlong, sorry.
Yeah.
That would be Michael Jackson. What is it? Neverland.
Neverland.
Oh, I love rope. Ron the Shrink. I love playing rope. I play that so well. It sounds harder than it is. It's easier than it sounds, and I can crush it. And I feel so good. So much of the Foo Fighters, like they're basically a 4-chord band. Even when I was taking bass lessons for a short time during COVID, I was playing full songs with my son. He played guitar, I played bass, and I kept up with him. They're a very simple band, but they're so good. But Taylor Hawkins was not simple. He was crazy.
Speaking of Rope, that's a great movie as well. Very old Hitchcock movie, like from the 40s or some shit. It's really good.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, I think it was based on a play, and it has that sense of theatrical minimalism to it too. You know, it's very much driven by dialogue and characters. It's about basically two young students trying to look cool to their teacher, but make it Hitchcock.
So how did Taylor die here? I'm reading the Wikipedia article, and it's confusing.
Yeah, and he overdosed. They found a ton of shit in his system. He's one of those guys that just was full of all of it and just went to bed with too much in him and died. Dude, it was Colombia, baby. It was like Cartagena. The Colombian government was all pissed when he died. They're like, don't suspect it was drugs, cocaine. But he had like 13 substances in him.
Yeah, this is saying 10, but isn't that sort of like
it's just too much. It's hard.
That's rookie numbers. Rookie
numbers
for real.
That's the problem with that
roll.
shit, though. The problem is you're drinking, you're taking these drugs, and then you think it's not enough, so you forget where you are and you take another pill, and it's too much. It just shuts your heart down. But if it's the same thing about the size of his heart, it was enormous.
It's
so blown up.
I think it's unclear if that was fake, because like the Wikipedia article mentions it, but it doesn't mention that it came from the actual autopsy, which is the only place it could possibly come from.
I mean, the guy who didn't even weigh 160 pounds, probably.
Wow.
He was good. He was fast. But Ron the Shrink, he was a very big singles drummer.
You know who I love? Ozzy Osbourne. I just love the idea that you can just be so crazy, so much drugs for so long and still have such a happy family, a happy life. You know, it's just fantastic.
Did you ever watch the show when he was on MTV or whatever show that was?
Yeah, absolutely. The Osbourne.
It's
actually good.
It was so great. Just like
good.
watching him go empty the garbage. Like he went to the garbage. He'd take 5 minutes to stumble over to the garbage. He'd open it up and it would be full. So he turned around and goes to the other garbage 5 feet away, and that's full. And then he's got to take it out. And you're watching Ozzy Osbourne take his garbage out, and it's just hilarious.
I wonder who came up with the idea of that show. It's just
it's great.
It's genius.
It's never been bested. Like in terms of reality TV shows, like it's one of the first, and it's never
they tried it with
better.
Gene Simmons, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, that was kind of miserable, actually. Family Jewels or whatever.
Yeah.
They probably weren't even trying to do reality TV. They just knew that just putting a camera on Ozzy is just gonna be just gold no matter what.
And no matter. Remember the time he was like trying to slow down and play every other night, and he's standing in the arena, and they're talking about the bubbles, and he's like, "I'm the Prince of fucking darkness, Sharon. I can't have fucking bubbles."
Apparently,
and she's making him work 3 nights in a row.
Anywhere right now, even Paramount, which is supposed to have all the MTV properties, it doesn't have it.
You guys know "Mama, I'm Coming Home," right? The song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who wrote it?
Nope.
Oh.
I can't see that.
Lemmy Kilmister.
Oh, Lemmy wrote that?
Lemmy wrote that for him.
That's cool. Glad many
Lemmy
made
is
some money.
Lemmy is my number one, and Motorhead, of course. So yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Whoa, there's going to be a new Osborne series.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I'll post it in private.
He's really, I mean, he's got Parkinson's now.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to cancel his tour.
But even on that show, watching his day to day and how he, was challenged with a lot, and then the fact he gets on stage, it's like flipping a switch.
Yeah.
Just singing.
Yeah, he's just produced so much stuff and continues to. It's just utterly amazing. Yeah.
Doesn't his son have MS?
I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Anyway, that was funny. I just thought that was so funny. They'd have like circus music as he's walking around his kitchen. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Hey, Diz, how many people watching?
16 according to StreamYard. I think a little more or so, like 20 maybe.
I wish I could thumbs up, but I'm on. So
it's okay, man. You're exempt from thumbing up because you're, AD never calling.
Yeah, that AD's never calling.
Oh,
dude, what happened with what?
It's been a long time since I talked. I know the last time we talked, you were super into Daytonas. You just wanted more Daytonas.
Yes, I had a Daytona.
What about the 60th? You want the new Daytona, the one with the clear battery cover?
No, because I had the Platona for about a year. I did very well on that, but I wouldn't go back there for that. It was just, But I did end up with about 6 or 7. Wow. And now I'm down to 2.
What 2?
Now I have the Panda again and the 1999 16519 white gold Zenith Daytona with the white racing dial.
Racing dial, very nice. White racing dial, interesting choice.
Yeah, it's really sweet. It's really clean. Silver subdials. It's a great dial. It's the second time I've had that watch. I actually sold it and I wanted it back. And when I got it back, I got a better version of it, better condition.
Very nice. I mean, how different are these watches? Because going from Zenith all the way to like current, it's not changed a lot. But you tell me.
Well, the white gold case is bigger. That's the thing about it. It's a larger watch. It's actually considerably larger when you look at them next to each other. But it's just the movement. The Zenith movement was. Everyone that's ever wound that watch, like Mr. Valjoux he's like, oh my God, listen to that when you wind it. It's great. I kind of like the seconds hand at the 9 subdial. That's always cool to see. They're different, but I'm a modern guy more than anything, but I had the 2-tone white dial. I think one of the ones I liked the best was the pre-ceramic black dial. That's a great watch. Really nice with the metal bezel around the black dial. That was sweet.
Yeah.
I should have kept it because
the new model, the fact they discontinued it all, and
I like it. A lot of people are saying they don't like it because of the metal bezel around or more of that the ceramic is an insert.
Yeah.
They're saying that a couple friends have told me that you'll never see a side view of the watch because you see the metal more.
Right.
I like it. It was due, and I think it's going to be a winner. I like the
it's going to be a winner
subdials.
Sure.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer not doing the bezel insert, and I prefer the smaller size. So we'll see.
I'm a 7.5-inch wrist, so I'm okay with the bigger. But then again, like the sub 40 and the sub 41, it's all proportions. Like I said, the Zenith is a much
bigger.
larger.
Like I think this is not going to be that subtle.
Yeah, well, that's good. It was time.
Yeah, although you already experience a lot of the difference by having a precious metal one. So between mine and my wife's gold one, her gold one, it's bigger. It's a different watch.
It's flatter. The thing about the Daytona that nobody really ever says because of a lot of things is how thin it is for the chronograph that it is. It's a very thin watch. It's really compact. And
but that's changing too.
Yeah, it's true.
Patrick.
On the top side, yeah.
Now the piece looks more like a hunk of metal from the profile, and I'm assuming, I've not tried it on yet, but I'm assuming the way it feels on the wrist will change noticeably, if not necessarily significantly, because those drooping lugs that you had in the previous version, which is shared with, for example, the Yachtmaster, that's kind of gone. And I don't know. I mean, for me, because you mentioned your white gold one, there's something almost divine about the proportions and the dial layout of that whole.
Yeah.
The way you can put a whole crosshair on that dial and it will slice right through the two subdials at 9 and 3 and right.
Good point.
The crown, right? It's just so balanced, and
Yeah.
I do like being a little bit of an old head. I do like the continuous running seconds at 9 o'clock as well.
It seems more visible regularly. There's always something going on down at the bottom, but they're cool. I don't want to have a Daytona collection anymore, but I did. So I'm just down to these two, and I'm trying to figure it out.
I want to as well. I do want that 60th anniversary Daytona. I don't think overall I like the new model, but the
talking the platinum
special, yeah.
It is now until Rolex actually starts opening up the cases of others in the future, if they do, or if this is the only one. They always signal it with one, and then it starts working its way into the group. But back to that Yachtmaster, it's amazing after all these years trying to make the Yachtmaster work and be the, they wanted to kind of, back when they came out with it, to, match it up, not replace the sub, but just to counter the sub. But this is the first one where the case it doesn't have the curvy side case like a Daytona or an OP or a Datejust. It now has the flat sides, and that is the biggest change they've ever made in the Yachtmaster, except for Yachtmaster 2.
Yeah, I think it's awful. I was looking for
it looks like a sub
so much. I'm just like,
looks like a titanium sub.
Yeah. Well, put it side by side of the Pelagos, actually.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's not much difference because you've got the chamfered edges and then slab side.
Yeah.
Apart from the sheen of the bezel and the dial, it's very, very Pelagos-like.
Yeah, it's defined by the bezel. You're right. What do you say, young Brando?
I mean, you're actually absolutely right, Patrick. I mean, the Yachtmaster as a model was in so many ways Patrick Heinege's, conception. It was supposed to announce his era when he was coming in as the new CEO, taking over from his father. And no matter what people say now, it was supposed to, initially at least, replace the sub. But of course, they didn't dare. They realized, you can't scrap your icon like that. You can't completely change it around. And ultimately, I think this is the first release where they are, in a way, doubling down on that. Of course, the Yachtmaster name remains. Now it's its own product family. But Yachtmaster 42, in so many ways, is the Submariner 2.0 people have been waiting for at least 2 decades. Whether it satisfies me, I don't know. I kind of like the fact that Yachtmaster had its own aesthetic and a different feel than the sub.
But why is it missing glide lock? I mean, even the Tudor Pelagos has its own,
Because they can't
system.
make it. They can't touch it. They can't make it like a sub. They always withhold that stuff. It's still they're always upset that the Yachtmaster is not a success, but they still withhold stuff from it.
But the Gold Yachtmaster in 40 and 42 has glide lock. So it's the Yachtmaster already has glide lock, but it's this one they said, nah, easy link.
When you say gold, what do you mean?
The Everose Gold and Yellow Gold
Oyster
Yachtmaster
Flex.
40 and 42, they have glide lock.
Yeah, I bet it's because of Oyster Flex, because they can't sizing it and get the right size pieces. That saved Rolex a lot of trouble. Don't forget, they got to fit those to people. And glide lock.
Well, the Daytona doesn't get glide lock.
Yeah, because of the links.
No,
you're talking on the Oyster Flex. Yeah, you're right.
Nor does the Sky Dweller.
OG baby girl, hello, welcome to the chat, to the Peanut Gallery. Good to have you.
I don't know if that's true, OG baby girl, unless you think I'm crazy, but maybe I am. Let's just say ADHD has a place in most drummers' minds.
Man, did you know that Keith Moon liked to bomb toilets or something like that?
Dude, he was fucking crazy. That dude was lit crazy. He was nuts. His facial expression scared me. I don't know if he was that good, but I shouldn't have said that. But it's just, wow, he was nuts. Actually, a lot of drummers I know are very deep. Like Neil Peart, what a fucking genius. Deep thinking, non-crazy guy. Wow, what a genius he was. Poet, simple, soft-spoken, not anything but crazy. And to my opinion, one of the most accomplished signature guys. I mean, his syncopation, his time changes. I've seen people play Neil Peart's Rush stuff. They might hit every note, but it doesn't even sound like it. That's weird when you say they're hitting all the notes, but it still doesn't sound right because the time is off and it's a millisecond. And I shouldn't really.
That's interesting.
Go off.
I read an article on Master of Puppets Metallica, how there's like very interesting micro timing differences in how they play it. Like there's like certain parts where the beat is actually delayed by just a millisecond.
So many
they haven't
songs
changed
like
the
that.
tempo, but they don't correct it, but at the same time it there's lots of micro timing.
And then the band
that's
has to
so
do it.
advanced.
There's a couple songs like Bonham was like that, where it almost sounds like he's going off beat with the band, but then they catch up and there's delays, and it's or the other thing too is they'll take a drummer and they'll take an older drummer, an older song, and they'll put it to a time click, digital, and realize how far off songs go. But when you do it with Neil Peart, when you do Rush, it's almost fucking digital. Time on. It's unbelievable. It's impossible. That's my point. It's impossible. It's humanly impossible, but he did it. And that's the part you don't hear. I wish he was more of a simple drummer, because people hear the expression of how many different drums and so it's not that. Even if he played simple stuff, he was that good of a timekeeper, and that's not easy.
Yeah.
The first thing most drummers need to do is don't play any fills, just keep good time.
Well, tell me if I'm imagining it. When I was a kid, I had terrible rhythm. Whenever someone they tell you to clap to a song, I'd be like, but these days I feel like I've actually got very strong rhythm that I could actually start playing drums now. I do air drums, and I think they sound pretty good. Am I off base here? Are you born with rhythm, or is it something that can happen over time?
No, you work on it. It gets better. When you say rhythm, I certainly can't dance, right? I don't have that kind of rhythm.
Oh, I just mean even hearing it properly. Like I understand where the beats are happening. Like it starts coming. It's instinctive to me now, while in the past I couldn't do it to save my life.
Yeah, it comes with time. It comes with a lot of practice, and like I'll be playing something and there's a difficult part, and I'll focus on just my foot because I want to get that part right, or which foot, and then I'm not thinking about my hands, and they still do what they're supposed to do. It's just like anything else in your life. The stuff the stuff that's most successful in your life is the stuff you pay the most attention to.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a process.
Mm-hmm.
It gets better. You can get a lot better, and you can improve.
Mm-hmm.
And it's magic. Like, if you ever played did you ever play an instrument at all?
A couple of years ago, I picked up like just keyboard.
So that's the ultimate. But when I was in school, my father wouldn't let me play drums until I learned other instruments and learned how to read music. So I played baritone horn, trombone, tuba in band from 5th grade through high school graduation. And you'd practice at home, and it's like a one horn by itself, boring, sound like crap, you think you suck. And then you go to class in the morning, and the whole band's there, 90 people, and then just comes together like magic. And that was always interesting. I would practice and think it sounded like crap, but I'm just a part. But when it all comes together, it's like it's something that just happens. It's usually when bass and drums come together in a small band, and then boom, you got yourself a sound. So that's what I'm just saying, is that nobody sounds fun by themselves. Like, I'll play my drums and I sound like crap. I turn the music on, all of a sudden I sound good. My wife's like, "Oh, that's what you were playing?"
Can you guys tell me something? Why is there so much hate for Lars Ulrich? I mean, as a drummer, not the Napster stuff. The drumming, they say he's lazy.
My answer would be he's not good.
How come? I mean, he did well on the albums as well, I think. And Justice for All, one. Like,
yeah, he's just not good.
Okay.
When you do something, if you hang around in college long enough, they finally give you a degree. He's just been out there forever. He's been out there long enough. He's been playing. The rest of the band is great, and if you think of Metallica drumming, it's not like normal drumming. It's not beat keeping. It's not. You could say it's more melodic, but it's more snare drum melodic, and it's all da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. And then you got the double bass and double bass. Guys that play double bass all the time, they hide behind a lot, and they just sound bigger. Like, it just fills so much. So if you can do decent quads, it just fills space. And I mean, they're a very successful band, and he's good. But yeah, I used to think he was actually pretty good. But as I've gotten, I've only been playing drums for 40 years, and I still suck. What can I tell you?
I got a lot of stereo equipment last year, and I've been listening to a lot more music on it again. And I found that like streaming quality is just the pits, and I've had to like seek out like high fidelity streaming, lossless stuff. And I'm noticing just a lot of albums are just not mastered very well. Just full stop. It's like, oh, okay, I've got the lossless version. It still sounds like shit. And I think a lot of Metallica's albums in the late '90s suffer a lot of that.
But they were so far ahead of their time, and no one really took them seriously back then either. In a lot of ways, they just kind of were discounted as a crazy band, but they're really good.
Metallica is easily my most listened to band overall, but it's weird because for the most part I only listen to British music.
Do you like Richard Ashcroft at all? Do you know him? He was in the Verve.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
Ashcroft. Yeah. I know Verve. Yeah. I know the Verve.
But his solo career is really good. He's really talented. I like him.
Take a look. And I'm not being on purpose only listening to British artists, but holy cow, man! For such a tiny island, how much culture they've produced is absolutely insane. absolutely insane. So many bands I listen to, I look them up, I was like, oh shit, they're British? I had no fucking idea.
It's a really good point. Canada's like that too, maybe not to the degree, but for the population of Canada, the talent in that country, comedians, actors, there's 50,
Oh, yeah.
I think they barely have 45 million people there, that whole country.
Yeah.
I would love to play with Angelic. That would be so fun. Getting us on the same line would be pretty interesting. Did any of you see the Beatles Let It Be thing, that whole documentary?
Some of it.
I didn't see the Beatles one.
You can see the moment where George Harrison has enough, right?
And he quit. Yeah, he quit the band. It's just really interesting how how that came about. They were just going to record every day, all day, film these guys. And it's when you're watching it, I thought it was like watching a modern movie of an older time with really good costumes, and you realize, no, this is really them. And what's weird is this is crazy, Ozzy, is that you're watching them write some of the songs you've known, like Let It Be, right? Or The Long and Winding Road. They're trying to come up with the words. They're just kind of fiddling along, noodling along, and just throwing words in there. But you know the song as it is now, but it wasn't written yet, and you're actually watching them write it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
so
interesting.
weird, man. It's so weird. And you realize how important Paul was to that process.
Talking about the Beatles, do you like stereo?
Do I like stereo?
Yeah, do you like stereo sound?
Of course I do, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Why?
can't stand it.
Does it?
I absolutely cannot stand it.
So what do you like?
Mono. All
it?
that stuff was in mono, and I'm like, when the Beatles had remasters where
like Revolution, where it's one ear then the other ear.
Right.
Yeah.
Where there's just one instrument on that channel, and then they start obviously we're a lot more advanced now in terms of stereo sound, but I find it's always just a distraction. If I'm trying to listen to something, and I'm just hearing stuff going here and here, I'm just like, why is that happening? But that's when I start hearing oh, my left ear, my right, I just don't understand why it's happening and why it's not really music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, I'm not eating, guys. That's not me eating. It is my style, but it's not me, Barry and Ron. I'm with you on that. The Beatles, they recorded some pretty cool stuff. Those tracks that they were recording back then. That was the first time ever done, and it was well done. But I don't know. I'm with you on that. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I remember when I was a little kid.
Anytime I notice it's in stereo, when they're doing some funky shit, twiddling instruments between two different
that's annoying. That's just flat out annoying.
Yeah, and for the most part, that's I would be happy with just mono, but you can't go back. I've looked into the problem, and it's just not possible to take two separate channels and then merge them back into one. It's not possible to de-stereo the sound. So once they've ruined it, they've ruined it.
Yeah. It's true. It's like Lenny Kravitz when he uses those old instruments, the old amps, the old tubes. There's a different sound there. It's warmer.
Mm-hmm.
What I find interesting is that the Apple Studio in London, where the Beatles played on the rooftop, that is in Savile Row, where all the famous tailors, men's tailors, are sitting. So I didn't know that for a very long time.
That was the last time they appeared, 1969. The last time they played together. It was amazing. So I did get to see Paul McCartney this past June, or May or June. Right? Wait. What am I talking about? It was March. Whenever his birthday is. It was 2 weeks before his 80th birthday. It just blew my mind.
Wow.
Did he wear his Aquanaut?
God, I wanted to. I just kept looking at my wife, I kept saying to her, this is just nuts. This is crazy. I'm 56 years old, and I'm watching this guy that used to play music when I was 4 years old, little kid, and Fast forward, time machine, and I'm watching this guy on stage, and he can sing like a. It's just, it was such a moment in time, whether I was a fan or not. But man, oh man, it was incredible. Band is so good. But their band is so good.
Yeah, can imagine. I mean, singing Paul McCartney live, it's like singing. I don't know. I mean, Paul McCartney is above other musicians in it. I don't know how to phrase it. It's like, it's Paul McCartney. Jesus, it's fuck.
Even going back to the '80s of him doing Ebony and Ivory and just crazy, just this guy's life. But I'll tell you, that band was so good. I was saying, like, he can't hit some notes, but they're there they grab every word. If he and they know which note he can't hit. He takes a break, they sing it, and it's very spotty. It's seamless. But every guy in that band can sing like Paul McCartney or John Lennon perfectly. And they've been playing together for 20 years, and they are just perfect. Oh my God, the George Harrison guitar, just crazy how good they are, how good they were. But even the Wings stuff was so good. And I know I'm an old guy and everything, but what a dream. I bought the tickets, and I told my wife, and I think I paid I swear, I think it was like $1,200 for the pair, and that was a lot. And she goes, "Are you crazy?" I said, "You know what? I don't care. I won't. We'll skip a vacation or weekend vacation or something. This is just once in a lifetime." Guy's 80 years old.
Wow.
Shocking.
Yeah, there's that story about the tune he wrote for "Live and Let Die."
Yeah, so
And
good.
apparently, yeah, it is. It's probably one of the best Bond songs, and that's a tall order to begin with. I mean, there's so many good ones.
Yeah, it's coming to me right now. I'm just vibing on it right now. Doing it.
And apparently, so after Broccoli listened to it for the first time, he said, "So, who are we going to choose as a singer?"
Really?
Yeah, no, because I mean, he practically had no idea, and he was thinking like, it should be a woman, with a sultry voice or whatever. But they kind of, they compelled him to accept. Look, I mean, you are not going to have the song if you don't let Paul sing it. So that was an easy decision that made itself. But he had that idea, that it should be a woman singing it or something.
The most interesting thing about Live and Let Die is that Roger Moore replaced Sean Connery, and they were looking for a younger Bond. But Roger Moore was 2 years older than Connery.
So hilarious.
Yeah, well, I mean, he at least he didn't have to wear a toupee. Connery was wearing a toupee since the first movie. At least he still had a full head of hair.
What are you laughing at, Ozzy?
Just the idea that they would hire an older actor, it'd be like Daniel Craig goes out. It's like, okay, let's find someone older than Daniel Craig.
Right.
It's like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but back then Moore was already a star, and they were afraid to hire an unknown actor. They wanted to have that star power back then because the franchise already lifted off. So it was a good decision, and I think visually he could stand up to the task, with the exception probably with A View to a Kill. And I think Roger Moore is not getting often enough credited for having carried the franchise through the 70s and 80s, where the franchise really got big or stayed big, and he gained some audience. I keep on saying with Sean Connery, it was Sean Connery as Ian Fleming's James Bond. With Roger Moore, it was Roger Moore playing Roger Moore in the role of Ian Fleming's James Bond. And you must be a good actor if people can say that about you.
I don't.
So
I don't.
AD
blame
never
you.
calling. Who's your Bond?
I'm sorry, I never liked the Bond anything, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Can I say one thing about this? I don't blame you guys, but you are forgetting that there was this guy, some Aussie dude, George Lazenby, who played Bond
In between, yeah.
in between, and obviously what the production team experienced with him had a lot to do with them going with an established actor over simply a younger man, which is a mistake they already made with Lazenby. Again, I think Lazenby was great in Her Majesty's Secret Service, but the personal experience they had, I think, had a lot to do with them going, like John said.
What do you mean? You mean on set?
No, because he completely went crazy, as you know, on the publicity tour. He let out his beard and went into this whole ego trip about just being a big movie star,
Yeah.
bigger than the character. And there's a nice documentary about this that George Lazenby himself stars pretty prominently. I think it's just called Becoming Bond or something from a few years ago.
It's cool. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, my favorite Bond is Connery, actually, but I do love Roger Moore as well.
So, George, that Lazenby documentary is really good and authentic. I'm hearing since many years that Lazenby is a dick, and he didn't hide in that documentary, and he was very critical towards himself in that documentary. So, but he tends to repeat all the mistakes that he did in the previous life, but. You have to keep in mind, after On Her Majesty's Secret Service, they offered him a 7-movie contract.
Yeah, so, I think ultimately he was the one who turned it down, as far as I understand.
Yeah, they need to find an unknown who had a better agent, basically. My understanding is he was advised to turn it down. It wasn't just his own idea.
His agent said that Bond was on the decline and it was a dying franchise. That was what happened.
Yeah, it was really the agent that they had an issue with. They should.
Yeah. No, they had an issue with Lazenby as well.
Okay.
There are numerous stories where he thought he was the big star and he was about to be treated special. Keep in mind, they had Diana Rigg as the co-star, and she was a superstar back then already, and she had a tough time to cope with his ego. And there are several stories where she was not really nice.
That's another agent problem, isn't it? As in, like, the agent says, "No, you little acting monkey. You just do what they say, and you get your paycheck, you little monkey. You don't do anything else. You don't get any ideas."
Watch the documentary, and you will see that Lazenby's ego is so big that even with zero experience, with only an experience in a TV ad for a chewing gum company. When he got the role, he thought he's going to be the superstar, the pontiff, the god, and nobody could stop him.
One of the great things about that documentary, again, is he talks a lot about the time before he made it, when he was a male model and when he was living in Europe, and the guy was fucking like nobody's business. So he was already thinking that he's on top of the world before becoming Bond. Imagine what becoming Bond would have done to his psyche as a young man. He completely went off the rails for a little bit because he was already so attractive, so desired. He even talks about how he got, he wore his Rolex to be cast for the role, and kind of snuck out one of the suits that was made for Connery. Although that story sounds like it's too good to be true, but he tells it so compellingly that you want to believe it. that he literally stole from a Savile tailor a suit that was commissioned for Connery. That's his story.
John,
Yep.
Ron the Shrink apparently apologized to you in the chat. Do you have a response to his apology?
I haven't seen his apology, and he can discuss what he has to say with me in private. I'm not going to address to that.
All right. Just making sure you saw it. That's all.
No, I haven't seen it. I don't have the comments on. So
Okay.
10 years ago, or 15 years ago, I was in Hong Kong, and I was trying to get a souvenir from a strip club called Bottoms Up. That used to be a very famous strip club, and it was featured in The Man with the Golden Gun. And my goal, so I went to that strip club together with my wife, and I was trying to get one of their cocktail glasses branded Bottoms Up, and one of their cigarette match thingies that they give out. I succeeded. I went inside, and a very elderly stripper, let's say like that, she was talking to me. She told me, you have to order a cocktail to get this glass. And I said, no, I don't want to drink a cocktail. I only want the glass, but I'm paying you the full price for the cocktail and the glass. So we had then some conversation, and I told her why I wanted that. I told her I'm a big James Bond fan. And she told me, yeah, James Bond, yeah, George Lazenby has been very often in our bar. And I know that after his career tanked, he ended up in Hong Kong totally broke, and Bruce Lee actually picked him up and made one movie with him, and that helped him on his feet. But he was kind of struggling in Hong Kong. But apparently he spent most of the nights in that strip club, and I can tell you that two ladies who experienced them didn't have very nice things to say about him. It's a small world.
Man, I didn't get to go to a strip club in Hong Kong. I missed out.
The Bottoms Up is still there.
The hell was I doing? We got to get Meech on the stream. We got strip club talk.
Yeah.
That's his expertise.
The best panel for this. We got to bounce some notes around.
Yeah, man. I'm just an incel. What do I know about a strip club?
Hey, I honestly don't know much about strip clubs. Like, I'm not afraid to say I really don't know. I'm just too scared about losing like tons of money.
Have issues with self-control, laws?
Just chasing rabbits down a hole. You know, it's gonna end up badly. That's what I fear too much. We got good strip clubs here, I think, in Vegas. Are they good? I got to ask Meech what he considers good. What's good? Because in America, what blew me away, in America, there's strip clubs where they don't actually strip. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was like, what, they keep their clothes on? It's like, yes. It's like, what the hell? What kind of strip club can they keep their clothes on? Is that not weird? No one else thinks it's weird? They call it a strip club where the girls don't get nude?
You know, actually, because I know Meech always kind of toys with the idea of making his own channel. I think he should just retire and take a camera crew, go into all 50 states and like do reviews of strip clubs. That would be an amazing show. I would watch that.
Crappy, come on. Tell us the big announcement. We missed it because we were here on my stream. No flex, just saying.
I've just seen Ron the Shrink's message. My message to him is, you can apologize to my wife, and then we can call it a truce.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you heard that. I don't know what happened between you. I don't want to know. I just hope you managed to sort it out.
Well, another plug for the Discord. Ron the Shrink joined the Discord, so
Yeah, I
Lines
joined
of
my
communication have been established.
exactly. I'm willing to negotiate between you two because I love you two and I want you to be friends. Okay. Yeah. Guys, we've got 25 viewers, and we've got how many upvotes? Probably 3. No, that's the Watch Nicholas shtick. Well, how does it go?
Can you pull up Chili Badger's comment?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've got 27 upvotes. Come on, guys, let's make it to 40. We can make 40. 40, and this is a happy man, and 10 is the man. Okay, let's do this. Let's just hit that like button or dislike, actually, or if you don't like it, or if you're a dog support. Yeah.
You think Docs is out for you?
Well, Docs has always had something for me. In the beginning, we were quite friendly. Before we went like a crazy, a lone guy without bringing like one person to the, stream. Wait, we have a super chat from PJ. PJ, Ozzy, $5. Thank you so much. Surely, I'm not the first super chat. No, you're not, PJ. Thank you so much. Actually, Patrick gave a very kind donation earlier, and some other people whom I can't remember. I'm sorry, but yeah, super chats are nice. I'm always happy to receive them.
You're the first one of this hour, PJ. Thank you.
Yeah, there's also McLovin.
McLovin,
Oh.
right. McLovin sent us a super chat. Thank you, McLovin. I thought I doubt he's watching, but yeah. Thank you, BJ, for bringing it up.
Loose Tooth. Stream the apology with edits by Mookie.
Do you have that video when you banned docs on Archie Luxury?
Sadly not. Maybe Mookie has it. Mookie, do you have it? If yes,
Oh, I love that video. I love that smile when it happened.
Oh shit! $20 super sticker from OG baby girl. Thank you so much. Let's see what the super chat. What the? It says you're amazing, and there's like a green guy dancing, like a green peanut. Thank you, baby girl. I love that. Wow.
Amazing.
It is.
Thank you.
It is amazing. Super chats are amazing.
Yeah.
Go disco. Get it? Disco.
Yeah.
Hey, AD
Disco.
never calling.
Yes.
Do you like knives?
No, not into knives. Just
Holy
just
cow,
the other
into
ones.
watches and guns, but not the knives.
Yeah, well, drums are expensive too, and I like to collect them. Although they're really not when you compare the pricing of what you can get and what they do.
Fair enough.
I mean, $5,000 gets you the greatest set of amazing old Gretsch drums. $3,000, $1,500. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, listen, it's not that I'm against knives. I just, mechanically speaking, it was probably pretty cool. I'm kind of happy I'm not involved because, that sounds like it could get out of control. Yeah. And yeah, I do know a couple guys that were into that, and they knew some of the, the guys that make the $18,000, $20,000 pieces, and just crazy Damascus stuff. Damasco watch guy.
Yeah, the problem with those really expensive ones is like I don't understand how you could use them, and I don't think I'm sort of like the guy thinking, oh, how could you possibly wear a $10,000 watch? I really do think like those jewelry piece level knives really are jewelry. Like I'm not going to eat something.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, you're not gonna, But I just, I'm kind of a simpler guy, but I really do enjoy the weapons quite a bit.
Yeah. Do you like electronic drums? Do you have a set?
I did. When I got divorced, I had to move into an apartment, and I got a set of I sold 2 drum sets to get because I couldn't play him,
Yeah.
to get a set of Roland V drums, and boy, those were good. He sounds so good.
Interesting.
They're always in tune. They're perfect. They feel real because they have this instead of the drum head, it's a mesh. It's a like a polyester tight, and it felt the same as a drum head, really tight.
That's cool.
But
And what about the sound? Because I mean, there's so much bass is produced from a real, bass drum, and
oh my God, they're incredible. I mean, and of course you get any sound you want because the head that comes with it, the brain. But I mean, it defies your eyes and ears. You see what you're hitting, and the sound that it plays is it's incredible. And the cymbals are rubber, but you could hit it and grab it, and it pinches off, and the center ring of the cup plays. It's just very amazing how they. And that was years ago, but they've just gotten better. But wow, I still prefer obviously real drums.
Diz, now that Crappy Luxury mentioned James Bond props, can you pull up my prop that I sent you as a picture?
Of course. Just a second. I have something here from John. He sent me a picture. Let me open it up. Just 1 second. It's tricky. Okay, tell us what we're looking at.
So we are looking at a replica of the Faberge egg that can be seen in Octopussy. And I've been working on this project for 15 years. I counted back. I checked my emails back. I'm 15 years into that project, and yesterday I received that picture, and it's finally ready.
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean you've been working on it for 15 years? What's the work?
Well, it's not my work. So the story is when Octopussy was filmed, Eon Production commissioned 2 of those eggs with Asprey.
Oh my God!
Asprey's of London, but Asprey didn't have the capabilities, so they consulted a silversmith who had an expert in Faberge eggs. And he made those 2 eggs for that company, and then it was sold to Asprey, and then it was sold to Eon Production. And I've been looking for that egg for a long time, and then I've finally met the guy who used to be the Faberge expert there, and I approached him 15 years ago and asked him, "Can you do me such an egg? I want such an egg. The same materials, but it must be 1-to-1. And he said, "Yeah, sure, I can do that."
Wow.
So then I spent 5 years until the egg was ready. He made 2 attempts. He always told me, "Look, I know exactly what I'm doing. All my criticism, all my concerns were brushed off. Look, I know exactly, and it will look different when it's finished." At the end, the egg was out of proportions, and the coach was not really similar, and I had to stop that project, ask for a refund, go to another silversmith, who actually is the owner of the company that made it for Asprey, and he told me, yeah, I can do you a 1-to-1 egg. And the first attempt was pretty much the same. He said, yeah, it's gonna look different, trust me. So the first egg was crap. And on the second egg, we were working for 8 years now. The problem is there are no plans in existence. It's very difficult to get the proportions. And the last 5 years, we spent on working on the coach. The coach alone.
This is incredible. You are such a purist, Iggy. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Barry, no, it doesn't have the
Crew,
little buggy. That is the next project that I'm after. It's not that easy. I tried to get something done similarly, but now...
Hey, thanks, Ozzy, for coming on. It was great to have you.
Been a while,
Thanks,
bud.
everyone.
Don't be such a stranger.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye, Ozzy.
Jeez, Jonathan,
Yep.
this is crazy. This is insane, Jonathan.
Well, you know that I love my projects. I don't love them for 15 years, I must say.
You have patience. You have crazy patience and such a purist. Look at this. This is unbelievable. So, if I could ask, how did the price change from 15 years ago till now in the process?
A lot. So
Right?
my price has far more than doubled. It almost it's now 3 times of the price. Yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
So the egg is made out of sterling silver. What you see here is one egg, but it consists of 2 eggs virtually. So you see that inner egg that is engine turned and enameled in green? That is one egg. But then they're creating another egg, and then they pierce it out and set in the stones and engrave those bones that come off. So the work process is they're creating 2 eggs that go into each other.
So the diamond cutout, those are cutouts.
Yes, those are cutouts.
That was a solid piece. Okay, wow.
No, sawed by hand. Sawed by hand.
Yeah. Jeez. Beautiful. I noticed the legs are definitely different than the legs on Mike the Snake's brass lamp. They're a little more stable.
Yeah, but we were so struggling with the coach, and then something happened. One of the real eggs came back for restoration, and that was godsend for us, because then we could scan it, and we could 3D print a mold, and we could cast that coach exactly just like the original one is.
Crappy. Higgins is buying Faberge egg replicas, and I can't even keep decent clothes to wear. Why we're laughing. The coach is incredible. Okay, so tell me about the cap, the lid. I see that it's is that domed convex towards the dome of the, or is it?
You mean the lid inside? Well, it is.
Yes.
Those eggshells are made out of one sheet of silver, and then somebody is using a kind of wooden shape, and then they hammer it. They forge it around that shape. That is how those eggs are done.
Wow. How many people in the world do you think could make something like this?
Probably
Humans,
10
individuals.
But the problem is
10 people total.
Yeah, but the problem is you only have visual reference from a movie and from some pictures that go around at the internet, and it's so difficult to get the right proportion, the right curvature, the right amount of flowers here, and the right angle then of those bones. It's so complicated and complex. Yeah, and I'm happy that we finally have a result that makes me happy. And by the way, there is a little button next to the coach, and if you press that button, the entire lid goes off. It is fixed on a hinge, and you can put something underneath the coach.
Oh my goodness.
So it's fully functional.
This is a prized possession of yours. Wow.
Yes.
Incredible. How tall is it for reference? What would you say the total height is?
So the egg alone is 12.5 centimeters high.
That's all?
Yep.
Whoa. That coach must be. Okay, so Dis, can you change it to the other picture with it closed?
Yes, of course. Just a second. That's the one. Yep. Yeah.
So it sits in the legs, and I didn't notice a ring around the legs that it sits in. How do the legs connect? Like there's a ring and it just sets in there?
Yes, there is a ring, and the egg, the bottom of the egg slightly goes into that ring where it's
I see.
stabilized.
And so this egg, as it sits, is how tall? 12, 13
12.5.
centimeters by itself, and then on the legs, it's probably 12.5 centimeters. Oh my gosh, it's tiny.
So it's around 18 or 19, I think, full height. Yeah.
I love the paper towel you have it sitting on there. It's beautiful.
That is from the silversmith. I don't have it yet, so it is just it. I kid you not. It was gold plated last week, and it was put together yesterday.
Interesting.
So that is right from the silversmith's workshop.
Incredible. Wow. And what are the inlays of the flowers?
Inside, so the centerpiece are true sapphires, which is also difficult because you can't take a round, brilliant cut sapphire because the bottom part will then scratch the green enamel shell. So we had
too deep. I see.
Yeah, they're too deep. So we had to cut off the bottom edge from each sapphire just to make it work.
Incredible. And then the clear stones?
The clear stones are cubic zirconia. True diamonds would be too expensive, and the movie egg didn't have diamonds as well. So it is
Accurate
exactly like the movie egg. It is sterling silver, gold plated, green enameled with sapphires and cubic zirconia, just like the original egg.
I wonder how they found the green color to match. Like what?
It is still the same guy. It is still the same guy who does the enameling and the engine gun.
Wow. Congratulations. That is beautiful.
Thank you very much, Jamie Opulence. I'm happy to hear that you like it.
Where is Jamie? Is he in the chat?
Yeah.
That's my phone making that noise.
So, but I have a couple of James Bond grails, and this is the last one where I can say mission accomplished. I was after the wedding ring from Her Majesty's Secret Service. They had a special wedding ring which says all the time in the world, and I was after that ring for 20 years, 25 years. And I finally got it. I got access to the original molds. Then I wanted the Moonraker camera that Roger Moore is using in Moonraker to take pictures from Hugo Drax's safe, and that project went for 7 years. But the Moonraker camera is ready, and now the Faberge egg.
Look at you. Your persistence is amazing.
Yeah.
But all the people in and all the people in the chat, what they really want to know is, where on this egg did you have Darwin engraved?
Actually, there is no Darwin engraved, but my egg will be signed. Of course, I would love to have the egg signed by Sir Roger Moore, but Roger Moore passed a couple of years ago. The villain, the actor, was Louis Jordan, who also passed away. So the only Lesmond Duelwin, who played Q, also passed away. So I have no chance to get a signature, but I'm getting the signature from the Bond girl, Christina Wayborn. She's going to sign it in 10 days.
Wonderful. This is crazy. Can't believe we even know this guy, This is amazing.
Ron the Shrink, 2 US, bless the United States of America, dollars. Higgins, read the egg. Does it fit?
Sorry, that it's flying over my head.
Regarding the egg, does it fit?
Come on, Higgins, you know what he means.
No, it's. I genuinely have no idea what he means.
He doesn't have it yet, and he doesn't actually physically have the egg yet. So he's going to have to try it in for size when he gets it.
Oh, fuck.
I think Ron the Shrink is really trying hard to apologize to my wife.
That's another matter. That's no laughing matter, but this one was good.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. I don't even know what this Bond connection thing is, but I'm very impressed with the.
Wait.
What?
I don't even believe who we have here.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present you out of Portland, Oregon?
Yes.
Crappy fucking luxury. Welcome, Crappy.
Yay, Crappy.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
I
Crappy.
came on because of the Bond talk and the Faberge egg, and Higgins' incredible Bond collection and passion.
Incredible.
Wow.
It's all about the passion, you know that, Crappy.
Patience, passion, persistence.
Incredible.
And a lot of money.
Well, it's kind of nice that it takes as long as it is, so you can keep the cash saved up and as you go. Amazing. I have zero interest in Bond, everything and anything.
Wow.
But I'm very impressed with this whole thing.
I was posting some comments on my best favorite picks. Higgins, who do you think the best 3 bad guys?
I disagree with you what you said. So in my opinion, the best bad guy is from Casino Royale. It's Mads Mikkelsen. Lefevre. In my opinion, he's the best guy. Then the second close will be Hugo Drax from Moonraker, and then Gerd Fröbe, Goldfinger. I know that you like Gerd
Goldfinger,
Fröbe.
fantastic. Yeah, I picked Robert Shaw from Rush with Love because he was so fucking bad. Not like Michael Jackson bad. I mean, this guy.
The interesting thing
bad.
is in From Russia with Love, they didn't have the formula that you have a villain and a henchman.
That's true. Well, they had Colonel Klebb.
Yeah, they had Colonel Klebb. Yeah, you could say that she was the Colonel. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Good point.
Now
I
you're
preferred
talking like
Colonel
Bear.
Clink.
Now you're doing the plastic imitation of Bear.
Yeah. Archibald. Hey.
Yeah. Best lesbian in the Bond series was Colonel Klebb.
The best bad guy in the Bond series are all the actors that were really bad actors in the early Bond movies, which made me have zero interest as a kid watching it. Like, this is so bad.
Really?
It was like an old movie when it was made. When you watch an old movie and you see how bad it is.
You're so negative. You hate
everything. No, I like a lot of stuff, but I just was not a fan of them.
Yeah, Robert Shaw, incredible.
Are you still here?
Was just phenomenal. And they had the fight in the train compartment.
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you please pull up Götz Otto from Tomorrow Never Dies?
He says, I might not know what wine goes with fish.
Götz Otto. Götz Otto. Yes, Götz Otto. Stamper in Tomorrow Never Dies.
It's the person. It's the actor.
He's an actor.
Wait, let me pull him up.
So many people
from the movie itself, yes? How he looks in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. Let Patrick on.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, hit the wrong button. Yeah, Archibald.
It's getting pretty good.
Okay.
You're getting better at that.
That sounds like.
Can you make
that sounds like helium pumped Marcelo.
Is Bear
more than
it's
anything.
Bear. All right, well I got to work. That's Plastic's version of Bear.
So who's that picture?
So that is Götz Otto from the movie Tomorrow Never Dies. I think I've talked about it. I was an extra in that movie,
right?
And I was in the fitting room the day before the shooting. So they were giving me a suit and a tie and a shirt. And I'm tall. I'm 6'4" tall, so I'm pretty tall, and I'm not used to come across with other people who are as tall as me. And then this guy with the blonde hair entered the room, and he was half a head taller than me, and he was creeping the fuck out of me. And I thought, who is that guy? And then later on, I found out what role he was playing, and I can tell you, in real life, he was really frightening. Oh, he looked.
Is that Billy Idol? Is that
Kind of,
Billy?
yes. His name is Götz Otto, and he's a German actor. And the funny thing is that he has a strong Bavarian accent when he talks. So when he talks, it doesn't sound anything like he looks like in that movie.
Yeah, I just looked up that film, and I might not have seen it because the story and the acting, the list of cast members doesn't sound familiar. So
You should see that because you can see the Hige appearance there.
wow, okay.
Why, you're in it?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Explain, please.
I said I was an actor.
In what movie?
In Tomorrow Never Dies. I was an extra.
Okay. Where do we find you? Can you point yourself out? It was a long time ago. You don't look the same. So where do we find you? At what scene?
So there is one scene when Pierce Brosnan as James Bond is walking down the street and goes back to the Atlantic Hotel, and there are two black Mercedes limousines that are pulling up, and in the rear Mercedes I'm seated.
Ah, wonderful.
I thought you were the guy at the street peddler selling sausages.
Newspaper.
Right. Or you were the guy in the park at midnight walking around holding a giant stack of balloons going, balloon.
So you're just an extra in a limousine? Like they have extras driving in limousines? Why? For what purpose? Was it a special event or was it just a street scene with limousines?
It was no. Actually, the people in the limousines have been the goons from the Henchmen.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So we were part of the bad guys, and
Okay.
we just left our spots when Bond entered the hotel because there was nothing else to observe.
So Higgins, who are your top 3 Bond women in the movies whom you'd like to spend a weekend with at the Georges V in Paris?
Did they smell good when you were around them? Good. Listen, they got to have value. They smell good or not? By the way, Tomorrow Never Dies, but my hearing aid battery just died on my left ear. I had to go put it in the charger. I'm going to talk about stereo with Aussie expat. I only have one ear going now. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
We're going to wrap this up in 15 minutes because it's almost 3 hours and I have things to do. So just letting you know.
Yeah, Higgins, which Bond female would you most
female?
Want to, would you most want to?
My favorite is the girl from Thunderball, Claudine Auger.
Okay,
she's my number 1 Bond girl. My number 2 Bond girl is Carole Bouquet from For Your Eyes Only. And my third favorite is a tough one. My third favorite is it may be Corinne Cléry from Moonraker.
That's an interesting choice. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I like
in Pussy Galore.
In Goldfinger, the girl Shirley Knight, the actress. No, that's not her name. The girl who was painted gold up in the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
She was a beauty, really nice. Maud Adams, Octopussy.
Mm-hmm.
Colonel Clegg. Colonel Clegg. No. I would say the blonde woman from Russia with Love, that Bond had.
Oh, Daniela Bianchi. Yeah.
Wow, she was.
She was beautiful. Yeah.
She was a real woman. Yeah, I mean the real thing, and all of those would have been great, and Pussy Galore. I don't know. She was too healthy, too strong. You know.
Well, she had that lesbian vibe, didn't she?
She did have some of that. Yeah. But and she didn't take any shit when Bond made a move. She threw them all
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the barn thing. So, but at the end, he got his. Yeah. I would go with the Russian girl from Russia with Love. Yeah. She
Well,
was class. She was really classic.
yeah, super class. And I think she didn't make many more movies after. I think she married a rich guy and just disappeared from acting then.
Yeah.
Like
Now
Selma Hayek.
Diana Rigg, of course, was real class. And
Yeah.
I honestly, I would rather enjoy a nice bowl of soup with her and just talk. You know, because soup can be a meal. Yeah. And
Ooh, good one, Crappy. I'm going to exit so I can super chat and play with everybody in the chat. And you listen to this fine Bond talk. And I do appreciate everybody's time and fun tonight. You guys were awesome. This is a really good stream. I had fun.
Thank you so much, Patrick, for being here. You made it fun as well. And yeah.
Young Brando, good seeing you again. It's been a while since we saw you, or I saw you, and you other two goofballs,
Likewise,
very impressive. Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye, Patrick.
Breitling is wonderful. Breitling is beautiful. Don't buy Breitling.
Yeah. So Crappy, I gotta say, I'm really sad about you leaving. I wish that, but I'm happy for you if that's good for you. I mean, that's the good thing for you to do. Then I'm happy.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Crappy, I haven't seen your announcement, but I've told you a couple of times that I have a hard time to believe that you're leaving because you're so much enjoying the recent shows. I really can't imagine and I can't understand that you want to go on that high note.
Well, it's better to go out on a high note than a low note. Yeah.
I totally agree. Yes.
Some people would say I never even had a note. You know. So anyway, I really admire you for your Bond knowledge. It's 99% accurate. You know, I have to leave 1% there. You know, just in case. And
totally.
You have real passion for all of the series. I don't. I loved the early ones and Octopussy and but the second half of them with Pierce Brosnan and the other guy, I keep forgetting his name. Craig, is that his name?
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, they just don't connect with me at all. They don't compare at all to the Connery ones. And Roger Moore, of course, he's the kind of actor who's playing Roger Moore. You know, as you said, I agree with that. But he was a lot of fun in the role. He was a different portrayal.
Yeah, that is not the scene where I'm in. That scene was shot after in the UK. That is not the scene that I'm talking about.
Okay, GD, keep looking. Super chat from Aiden Never Calling, $10. Did Bond ever use Bondo on his vehicles? Thank you so much, Patrick. Very generous of you. Do you know the answer, Higgins? I don't know.
Not that I'm aware of.
What is Bondo? I don't know what's Bondo.
No idea.
I don't know. Probably it sounds like a gaffer shape or something.
No.
I have no clue.
Higgins, your favorite car in all the films?
Oh, that is easy, and I'm gonna disappoint you, Crappy. It is not the DB5. It is not the Martin DB5.
From Goldfinger with the bulletproof shield that
Yeah,
pops out in the ejector seat.
yeah. Everybody will reply that, but my favorite is the Lotus Esprit Turbo in 4 euros only. That movie made me a fan, and
Okay.
I couldn't believe how well that car looked. And I was dreaming about owning one of those Lotus Turbo Esprits for so long. I finally owned one for a year. It was a total nightmare, and I was more than happy when it was gone. But that was that was a grail for me.
If you could be actually, for real, one of the Bond villains, whom would you be? Which one of them would you be? You could be that evil and powerful. A guy in the
Actually,
Bond
my
movie.
line of thought is different. Who had the prettiest girl? that was my line of thought. I'm not thinking about the power. I'm thinking about the chick that he had. And
We also put
so I would be then Blofeld because he had Claudine Auger.
we have a
Domino
super chat.
Derby.
Just let me read a super chat from AD Never Calling. $10. Thank you so much. It's so generous, Patrick. You. This tag has this. Thank you for your company and fellowship. Always. Always. For me, this tag has this.
So Patrick says Bondo is fiberglass filler used to fill dents.
If you had to go one-on-one in a fight to the death, who do you think you could beat if you had a chance? Jaws or Oddjob? Well, not beat, but survive.
I wouldn't survive both of them, I guess.
Yeah, right. No chance. Yeah.
What
Here,
about
that
this
is
one?
the scene. Yeah. That is the scene. That is the
Where
scene.
are you? Where are you?
In the Mercedes, in the second Mercedes, on the rear seat, left side from how you look like. So it's the passenger side.
Oh, you never look better.
Yeah,
The camera really loves you.
that's me.
Yeah.
Wow, looking good.
And you can't believe we probably shot that scene 25 times.
Yeah. Did you like Bond's change of gun when he went from the Walter PPK to the one that Pierce Brosnan used, the bigger model, the larger one?
P99, you mean?
Exactly.
I'm not really a weapons guy, but all the weapon guys tell me that the P99 has more power. It's
Oh
the
yeah,
power.
it was a 9 versus a 32,
Yeah.
and more capacity. But I didn't see that that was a practical gun for him to carry, considering he's a tuxedo guy and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's exactly the
That's a
point.
large service weapon. So
Yeah, you can hide the PPK pretty
easily,
well.
yeah.
Because it's relatively small. Yes. So as a Bond purist, I would say PPK is all the way to go.
That's the classic one. Yeah,
Because
I didn't go for the updated pistol. Yeah.
you know the entire purpose of a true spy is to be undercover, to be low
Exactly.
profile. So the better you hide your firearm, the better you're doing your job. And you're certainly not driving around in an Aston Martin DB5 or Lotus Turbo Esprit. You're driving in a Volkswagen Jetta, just like Bear Clooney does.
Well, yeah, in Goldfinger though, he had to have a fancy sports car because he was going to do business with Goldfinger,
Yeah.
so he had to be seen as
Yeah.
a wealthy guy. Yeah. Anyway, so if you got that a bar of gold from the rare find of the Nazi hoard at Lake Toplitz.
Lake Toplitz.
Yeah, right. Would you keep it or sell it?
I would melt it down.
Oh.
I would delete the traces.
Oh,
So are we talking now? Me as
you
Private
as
Higgins?
you as Higgins, yeah.
Oh, me as Higgins. Of course, I would keep it as
I
it
would
is.
keep it
Yes.
because the collectability value of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah. Sure.
astronomical.
No, I thought now in a fictional movie
Oh,
or
right, right.
something, and it may be illegal, or I'm trying to hide my
Yeah,
traces or
right,
something like that.
right.
Okay.
Higgins, do you play golf? And if you do you have the
No,
same golf gear as Bond?
no, I don't play golf, but I
Ah,
have the golf balls, the Penfold Heart.
Penfold
Uh,
Hearts. Jesus.
yes, they fortunately they reissued them a couple of years ago, and of course I had to get them. And I have some vintage Penfold Hearts as well.
Do you remember what ball Goldfinger played?
Schlesinger number 7.
That's it? Man, you're good.
Oh, you have to stop asking the easy questions.
Wow. What was in the original Doctor No, the first one? Q wasn't really called Q. He had a real name. What was his name? And
Boothroyd.
That's it, Major Boothroyd.
Yeah.
Wow. What was Bond's pistol before Major Boothroyd issued him the PPK in 32?
It was a Beretta, of course.
Beretta 25 cal, right?
Yeah, and Boothroyd was looking down on it and said that it was a lady's pistol.
Yeah, well, it really kind of is, yeah. And he said the CIA think highly of these. It's like a brick through glass.
Yeah.
It'll hit like a brick through glass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever. Yeah. Wow. What was James Bond's shoe size?
I don't know that.
Nobody knows that, right?
Good question. But I have a replica of the heel that he has in Goldfinger.
Oh my God.
You know, he had that sliding heel where he
Yeah.
could hide that tracer.
That's right. So you have the official briefcase from Russia with Love.
Yes.
You have.
I have 2 of them.
You have You have one of those. Did you ever go to the tailor shop that James Bond allegedly would use on Savile Row?
Never done that.
To get a bespoke suit.
Never done that, but they're now active again. Anthony Sinclair is the name, and I have thought about getting one made.
Holy shit! So you could actually get a replica shoulder holster, a toy replica of the gun PPK, put on the bespoke Bond suit from whatever movie.
Yeah.
Get the shoe with the sliding heel in it. Okay. And you could just totally get the watch that has
yeah, that's gonna be very expensive.
And you can walk around Hamburg I don't know, and get a cup of coffee. That's about it.
Yeah. With my Bond girl, yes.
Guys, I think it's time to wrap this up. You can stay in the backstage and talk about Bond forever, or just
Crappy, are you starting a show after this is wrapping this
now, you
up?
see, this is the thing. One of the accusations that the haters always level at me, and they say, "Oh, it's true, is that I go on channels and I promote my own channel, say, hey, I'm doing a show,' and I never do that, never. But people often say, are you doing a show later, like you just did? So I reply, I go, yeah. You see how everything gets fucking twisted around? It's just
yeah, but it happens also with me. People say that I'm out to promote my channel, which is ridiculous, because there is no point. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people are sick, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, but you
I
can't
can
please
do
everyone.
that. Yeah. I'll while I'm setting it up, I'll think of some killer Bond questions for you. Try and stump you.
Okay, I have a little cultural item to close the show. I dedicated it to Higgins, and I know he loves the Japanese brand Seiko, so these two go together. So let's do it. Just wait, we got a super sticker for AD Never Calling. Let's see what it is. Can anyone tell me what it is? Just a second. Let me see what it is. Oh, it's somebody saying goodbye, like a yellow guy waving goodbye. Goodbye, Eddie Never Calling. Thank you so much for your support.
Before you close that Bond picture, I would like to tell you a little story, because I could have been the driver at the first car, and I was there. I was seated there. And then somebody from the production told me, no, you go to the other car in the rear. So it could have been that you could see me a little bit better, because the driver is be seen better. But they moved me to the other car, and I was gutted.
Well, it's okay, Higgins. I've seen you personally, so I am relaxed. I know what you look like, and you look like a handsome German man.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows about my face deformation and why I have the camera.
Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone. Shit, wait.
Have a shot of brandy. That'll fix that.
You know, they moved him to the back because they didn't want him to overshadow the main character. You all know.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, super chatters, first and foremost. Thank you, chatters, panelists, Lord, Higgins, Crappy.
Yeah, Lord, I don't think I've ever talked to you before, so hello.
Hey, man, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Whoever, oh, did we have more? I don't remember. Just everyone. And well, we're going to enjoy a little bit of German, Japanese, cultural piece that I personally really love. So you can write in chat what you think about it. So let us proceed, and I hope I won't get struck for it. And wait, we have another super chat. Never calling. $10. That was your favorite Bond girl. Wow.
Patrick truly is a decamillionaire. He's got it all.
Wow, Patrick, thank you so much. And Laura Connor will always be mine as well. Laura Connor, it will be my favorite, you know, like anything, because Laura Connor is pure class. So thank you. And okay, guys, let's go. Okay, I wanted to close the stream, but we have a special guest straight from Japan, the man himself, Marcelo.
This. מה שלומך אחי? הכל טוב?
ברוך השם.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
There's a Jewish holiday that I'm usually personally not familiar with. You know, Shavuot, I never celebrate it. That's many years I never understand this holiday. Please, you can feel more than welcome to explain this shit, but I'm not into this.
I can't explain it. We were given the Bible in the Mount Sinai. That's the deal.
Yeah, and why the fuck we don't eat meat? We actually eating dairy, right? Like, only cheese and stuff. Why? It's because of the golden
Yes.
cow or something? I see.
The wheat of the land of Israel. The wheat, not the weed. The wheat of the land of Israel. We celebrate it. Yes.
I see.
Hello,
so what's
Masaro.
up?
Good to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you put, I actually wrote in the message. I mean, how many years we talking about it, Jonathan? Ago.
What do you mean?
That Bond movie that you participated there.
Oh, that is a long time ago. I think that was 1997, if I remember correctly.
1997.
So
it's like 2 years ago. Wow, nice.
Yeah, but it was an experience that was really important to me, and I was talking about it on Crappy's show. I think I got that extra role via connections, and it was so important to me that I when I knew the date when the shooting was, I needed 3 days off from my regular work, and I went to my boss and I told him. I went to my boss and I told him, "Look, I need 3 days off then and then, and if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna how do you say? I'm gonna quit. Yes, I'm gonna quit. Yeah,
Resign. Yeah. Wow.
But he
So,
was just
wait a sec. So,
he knew how much of a Bond fan I was, and it was a once in a lifetime experience. So, yeah.
wow. So, I mean, I'm sorry to completely take over this extreme, but as a question, I mean, how long you used to be a Bond fan? I mean, like since how we say the first time that you saw the movie, let's say 6, 7 years of age, or is something that developed with time?
So no, yes and yes. So my first Bond movie was The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977, which means I was 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 14. Yes, I was 14 when I seen my first James Bond movie, but it took until 1981 when I saw For Your Eyes Only, and I knew, and I'm not making this up, and I'm not exaggerating. I left the movie cinema, and I knew that I was a Bond fan for life. It sounds pathetic, but I knew that what I've just seen has changed my life. I was so impressed. I was so blown away by the movie, and I still remember that feeling. I had a French exchange student, and I went together with him to that movie, and I was blown away.
It was with
Roger Moore.
Jamie Moore or Roger Moore, right? Because I
Roger
think in
Moore,
81 it was. So I think it was Roger Moore, and also Sean Connery also did a movie on the same time, right? I think both of them.
No, that was later. That was
James
Octopussy and Never Say Never Again. That was 2 years later.
So I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Roger Moore, I think, everybody debating. I mean, who is the real James Bond, Roger Moore or Sean Connery? I mean, what you go for?
Well, I know that Crappy is a massive Sean Connery fan, but I grew up with Roger Moore. and I think he doesn't get enough credit because he was a little bit lighter. He was not that rough, brutal Bond, just like Sean Connery portrayed. And Roger Moore's portrayal is very far off from the novels. But you have to keep in mind back then, TV was invented, and you could see relatively you could see thrillers at TV. So cinema had to be bigger than TV, and that is where the entertainment part came in, and that is where Roger Moore really shined.
Wow.
But that is 42 years ago now that I saw that movie. Crappy, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm falling asleep. It's too late here. It's about 1:30. So.
Is the show off now?
Roger Moore still. Yeah, but by the way, Roger Moore is still with us, so he also passed away?
No. He passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the two legends. I mean, I think Roger Moore was the oldest James Bond. I think he was around his later 50s or 60s. I think the last movie did, I think.
Yeah. PJ is right. TV was invented much earlier. I know that, PJ, but what I'm trying to say is entertainment and thrillers came up on TVs in the late 60s, early 70s. So before to see a thriller or to see some action, you had to go to a movie theater. And that then was taken over by TV. So you had to have a good reason to go to pay extra, to pay for a movie ticket and go to the cinema and see a movie. And until First Blood, the golden rule was movies must be entertaining, over the top, larger than life. And First Blood changed that. First Blood took cinema back to a very brutal, basic kind of action, and that changed then back to cinema going very brutal, very violent, and very dark. And in my opinion, First Blood was a game changer.
Marcelo,
did Rambo? Was there any sexy woman in First Blood?
I don't remember that.
No, it was all time.
דיסק, אתה יכול לסגור, זה בסדר, אני גם צריך ללכת לעבודה, זה בסדר. אם בא לך לסגור, סגור, אין בעיה.
I just told Marcelo I need to close, and he says he's going to work, so it's okay if I close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we shut that fucker down?
Yeah. But we
Crappy
need something
already.
I like putting like a musical piece in the end. Maybe I'll put my uncle playing a harmonica. What do you say?
Okay. But I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to leave right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Bye-bye, guys.
Okay, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Please watch my uncle performing on his bass harmonica in Japan in 1995. He is the bigger guy with the bass harmonica and the curly hair. And that's what it is. Let's watch it. Okay, so thanks everyone again. Love you all, everything. You're all amazing that you're watching my stream, taking time off your time and dedicating it to my stream. I love yous, and I'll see you soon again. So let's watch this with this.